Alright, here's this beautiful gang. Where are we at? Level 12, Battle Guard of Tempest. Level 8, Barbarian, 4 Fighter. Level 10, Druid, but effectively level 12. Level 12, Bard. Level 8, Rogue. Level 4, Fighter. Level 12, a Sorceress.
What?
Let's go.
Easy as goblin pie.
What an odd sight the Black Raven Monastery must have been to those adventurers. While Uncle Oswald and Nathaniel evacuated Kuldahar to the north and east, the sellswords from Targos happened to cross that strange place. To this day, I can't claim to understand the monks or their philosophy. Isilor himself spoke of their order in confused tones, as if his druidic order and the monastic order were so close, and yet so different, that they became totally foreign to his understanding. The Black Raven monks still live in the mountain range today, their ranks rising and falling with the passing of the years. I've watched their plateaus from a distance, seen them practice in quiet accord, moving between the snowflakes as they fell. The monks seem content now, even if they did not then, to let the world of politics and wars pass by their silent, secret world.
Video was a little quicker than the text here. Your high vantage point allows you to see out across the entire Vale. Here we are. This is the entrance to the Black Raven Monastery. Which is kind of funny, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think you can be a Black Raven monk in this game. Even though this is one of like the main chapters of the game. Always thought that was kind of weird. You should be able to be a Black Raven monk. But we'll find out what that is. Let's check on our stats. Atom Smasher, 20% of total kills in the party. Everybody else about average, with Joffrey just a little bit lower. Everybody else is 16%. Adam at 20. You know what, Eslis, you're right. The party is from Luskan. But I think you can be... That I don't know.
Yeah.
So this ancient bridge looks dangerous. It would behoove adventurers to carefully watch where they place their feet.
I suppose that's...
So I think you can search it for traps. I think what it's talking about is it technically counts as a trap. Your characters can and will fall off this bridge.
Yes, it shall be done.
I think it might be just that trap that does it.
Right. What? Is that Usta Elindi?
Consider it done.
I'll go across one by one. And we made it. Here we have some of those white worms hanging around. Let's just go ahead over to their nests and take their stuff, including their egg. I'm sure that'll go over well for us. What do you guys think?
Ready. Easy as goblin pie.
Give me that egg.
Yeah.
May the young Lord caress you.
The white worm smells its egg in your possession and attacks. Well, I won't ask you what changes, Eslis. I want to play that game for myself. But I think Neverwinter Nights came out before this one. Whether or not the setting's appropriate, I guess we could look that up. Right now we're in the year 1312, so 10 Kythor and 1312 is when this occurs.
Die.
Die. Oh wow. I guess this this came well before that. Or the setting of this game is well before that. I don't know if this bridge counts.
You have my undivided attention. Speak.
Run that business. Grease that business.
I await. Yes, it shall be done.
I am ready. Come.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
That's nothing in elf ears.
Oh yes, I'm here.
What?
Terry cast freedom of movement.
I'm here.
And right across here. All these Yetis come across this bridge. Come on, you nerds. Oh, that Tundra Yeti was instantly killed by Cloud Kill. So is that one, so is that one.
What?
So is that one.
Sarkhan, attack now!
There we go. So that's because Cloud Kill kills creatures with fewer than 4 hit dice. With 4 to 6 hit dice, they have to roll a Fortitude save or be slain. And those with above 4 hit dice suffer 1d10 points of damage with no save.
Ready.
That'd actually be kind of cool if in the first chapter you had a access to Cloud Kill. You can just wipe out all those goblins. Just instant kill them.
Yes, Jabuk.
Yes, Jabu. And a bunch of these over. Because our barbarian here is going to be the only one with enough weight capacity to probably grab all these Yeti pelts.
What is it? All right.
15 pounds apiece. This Terry could probably do it too, so. There's still more Yetis over here?
Look it up.
Out of the way.
I hear ya, Jordan.
Your desire.
Quit your blubbering.
Flame strike him. It's a real power move.
I'm ready. I'm on my way.
I'm on my way.
What? Is that all?
Here we are. We did. Alright, now what you guys in chat should probably start thinking about is let me know. So remember we had a quest from the Grey Dwarves to kill all of the monks in the monastery. And I did turn them down, and then I killed all of the Grey Dwarves. But if we wanted, we can still kill all of these monks in the monastery.
I'm here.
If you guys think we should. If not, that's okay. We'll do their quests first, but we could also kill everybody if you want me to. Let's see what they got going on in here. What would be the advantage of it? Money and experience. I would get money and experience. I'm going to do all their quests to maximize the experience, but then no. Okay. Plus, this cool music too. Well met, wanderers. I am Salasab. Your journey must have been long and difficult. The way to Black Raven Monastery is not an easy one. Why have you come? Well met. I'm here in the hopes of using the Underdark passage beneath the monastery. You must go and speak to Aruma Blaine. She controls the monastery, and only she may grant permission. Between just you and I, there is little hope for her allowing you access. Please, regardless of her answer to your request, come and speak with me afterwards. Farewell. Why is that? The monastery was built for a specific reason. The passage it stands over is the very one our founder used to escape slavery beneath his cruel Underdark masters. It is now part of his tomb. Only monks may enter. Well, I have some other questions. I'm not surprised, but I have much to discuss with my companions here. Feel free to explore this level of the monastery. Many will be willing to speak with you. Farewell. Farewell, then. Alright, so we have a bunch of monks hanging out around here.
I'm ready to do
Let's go into the storeroom.
Oh, all right. What? Done.
Let's go in here and speak to Ven. Ah, what are you doing here? These doors should be locked at all times. I'm exploring the monastery?
Members only.
So am I, wink wink, eh? My name's Ven. I'm not one of these muddled-up monks. I'm a thief looking to loot the Black Raven's tomb. Care for a share? Turns out I'll need some help. Help me in. Here's the mess then. I know how to open the Blighter's tomb without waking the golems, but I can't open the first gate on the 3rd level. You do that and I'll be following in the shadows behind you. See you there. Wait. Oh. We can take whatever we want. They don't care. Y'all. Lamp oil. Rope.
What do you need now? Okay.
Here we have some unidentified items. Ryumaru's harmless staff. Ryumaru was one of the greatest spies and assassins of the Kumo clan of Kozakura in Karatur. Jeez. And his harmless staff is anything but. Most of its hollowed length consists of a series of compartments holding poisonous powders, spring-loaded darts, weighted chains, jutting spikes, entangling hooks, and various other concealed weapons. When used in combat, there is always a chance that one or more of the staff's nasty little tricks will be sprung upon an unwary opponent. However, great care must be taken in its use. The weapon can easily harm the casual wielder. Ryumaru himself carried the staff on only 3 missions, eventually leaving it in the care of the Hojori Temple, a Kumo clan front, and moving on to even more cunning and dangerous weapons. When the renowned thief Chicken Wu Wei, so named for the falcon tattoo on his chest, burglarized the temple, the Kumo were quick to uncover his involvement and track him back to his homeland in Shaolong. Man, I want a Forgotten Realms game set in all these Asian places they mention. Wu Wei was forced to flee across the sea to escape their wrath, prompting the dispatch of 3 more bands of Kumo assassins, one to cross the Eastern Ocean to find Wu Wei, a second to slay the original group that had failed to catch him in Shaolong, and a third to torture and then execute Wu Wei's every living relative. Chicken Wu Wei retired comfortably on the coast of the Western Heartlands, running a small tobacco shop and only occasionally thinking of his father in Shaolong, a gambling drunkard who'd beaten Wu Wei's mother and only sister to death when he was a child. When the Kumo assassins at last caught up with Wu Wei, there was naught but a tombstone. The daring chicken had sold every last bit of stolen Kumo treasure and died a happy old man. Heck yeah, a Shaolong game starring Wu Wei. So this staff does a million different things. And it has a very small chance to do any of this. So it has the 3 Jade Mist, 15% chance of poisoning the target, but 1% of poisoning the wielder. 5% chance of doing the flying 8 darts, which does piercing damage. 5% chance of the iron octopus, or bludgeoning damage, or 1% chance on the wielder. The Sage Closes Fan, 10% chance of piercing damage, but 1% on the wielder. The Bothersome Child, 5% chance of stunning the target. Double Happiness, 10% chance of inflicting bludgeoning damage. The Spitting Crone, 5% chance of inflicting acid damage, or 1% of acid damage on yourself. And the 4 Demon Hell Murder, 1% chance of casting Slay Living on the target. This is a cool weapon, but I don't really have any staff users. We already have some better weapons too. Here.
What you need done?
What you need done? Philosophy of Karatur. Valis the Black Raven. We will read that so we know who the Black Raven is while we're stomping around his monastery. We have Barid here. Well met. I am Barid, custodian of the monastery's book repository. Yes, Phallus, the Black Raven. You've come with questions about our monastery, I assume, or to purchase a tome or scroll? Here I had questions. Valis Balim Delpharm, the Black Raven, founded the Black Raven Monastery more than 13 decades ago. Would carry on his ideals of self-reliance, opposition to slavery and imprisonment, and martial perfection to this day. Tell me about Valis the Black Raven. Excuse me. Valis was a half-human, half-drow slave who escaped his cruel masters in the Underdark, fighting his way to the surface world and freedom with nothing more than his bare hands and the very chains that once bound them. The half-drow's name was Valis Balim Delpharm, Valis, slave of farm. As a child, Valis was a house servant of the Leun, but soon grew into a lean and powerful young adult. Go on. While most families are reluctant to keep such dangerous slaves, Valis was lost in a wager to an opposing family, the farm, who kept him alive simply to spite the Leun. Valis became the greatest champion of the farm's gladiator stable. In fact, the greatest of all of the Rilauven stables before he escaped. Wait, Rilauven? I beg your pardon. Rilauven is a drow city in the Underdark where Valis served as a slave and gladiator. Shall I continue? Yeah. It was then, during the decades spent in the Dark City's majestically spired arena of blood sports, that Valis developed his legendary fighting skills. When Valis fled Rilauven, he surfaced in the spine of the world at the headwaters of the Black Raven River. At this very site, in fact. His tomb is beneath this monastery, beside the very same passage he once used to leave the Underdark. Wait, may I use that passage? No. It is forbidden to all those not members or associates of the monastery. How do I become a member or associate? You must speak to Aruma Blaine. She oversees the process. Upon being approved, one must master the 8 chambers before becoming a true monk or associate of the monastery. 8 chambers? Yes, a series of challenges designed to thwart those without the skill or willpower
Members only.
to be worthy of our order. They are located beneath this floor where Morohim, master of the chambers, watches over them and those who would enter. I see. Go on then. The tale is a long one, of Uthgard barbarians and how Valis obtains the name of Black Raven, of his travels and adventures across Faerun, his gathering of students in return to build this monastery. Still interested, traveler? Well, I guess this guy's going to tell us all about it. We probably don't need to read that book. Oh, except, well then, Valis insisted that we rely upon ourselves, so I must insist as much as you. There's a book upon these shelves, Valis the Black Raven. It contains the remainder of this tale. Okay. What are the monastery's key beliefs? To violently oppose slavery of any form and to oppose imprisonment. If a criminal deserves punishment, so be it, but take no person's physical freedom. That serves significantly to improve the lives of their masters. Servants should thus be treated accordingly with kindness, respect, and appreciation. And to watch politics closely, but remain forever wary of them. Too often in the past did silver-tongued politician subtly use Valis's beliefs against him, tricking him into furthering their own selfish agendas. That is all. Okay, well, what tomes you got available? We have a Tome of Deeds Valorous. Remove fear 3 times a day. This one can be Exaltation once a day. This can be Prayer once a day. This can be Chant twice a day. We also have this book, How to Be an Adventurer. This ludicrously huge and heavy book, more a compilation of volumes in a single binding than anything else, claims to be an extensive manual on the fine art of adventuring. Its many chapters include Henchmen, Loyal Companions, or Seedy Pack Mules. Making your kit work for you. 101 uses for a 10-inch pole or a 10-foot pole. Catapults. Yes, that's as far as it shoots. Getting the most out of your party's thief. Today's tinderbox. It's not just for lighting torches anymore. Dungeons to tackle. Stinky Peter's halls of poorly guarded gold. The caves of soundly sleeping monsters. She knows how to use Terry's. Archmage Loose Bowels Wasley, the Milksop's enchanted item warehouse. What? The Wooden Citadel of Darmos, the old and crippled. Uncle Frowlin's tool shed, and more. Dungeons to avoid, like the Crotch Rot. The Iron Fortress of Blodax, Devourer of Souls. Dominara, the Arenius' 9-layered brothel of violent emasculation. No slacking or slating allowed. The Crimson Hell Pit of 1 billion miserable deaths, Uncle Freylin's bedroom, and more. Your Lantern and You, 12 uses for 12 iron spikes. 99 uses for that little hammer that comes with 12 iron spikes. Face it, you're actually neutral evil. The King's Lovely Daughter, look, but don't touch. Don't put your hand in that dark hole. And over 80 more information-packed chapters covering all aspects of adventuring, from hoarding to spellcasting and bold heroics to ours-saving cowardice. So this gives the reader 10,000 experience points and disappears after use. We're definitely going to be buying that. Then we have Mensel's Obscene Grimoire. It's true, that's right. Mensel of Cormyr, at one time the Lord of Immercy, was that rare sort of nobleman, a fellow well known to be kind, generous, and humanitarian to a fault. He was much loved by his family, servants, and those that lived upon his lands. Well, after the elderly Lord Mensel had passed away in his sleep, a secret vault was found hidden beneath his study. Within the vault, Mensel's heirs found a small hoard of treasure and the obscene grimoire. Though the origins of the grimoire are shrouded in mystery, their plan is simple, and the identity of anyone associated with it, save the Lord Mensel of course, are still unknown. Unwholesome rumors sprang up like mushrooms and still abound after nearly a century. The worst of the scandalous claims involved a seer from Arabel, a pious young man that seemed saddened to explain that Lord Mensel had the grimoire fashioned for himself at great expense and then slew all those involved in its making, an assertion that did no less than bring ruin to Mensel's name and family. The unsavory book was cast into a temple brazier, but, to the astonishment of numerous witnesses, it vanished in a cloud of foul-smelling vapor rather than bursting into flames. Since that day, the obscene grimoire has appeared in many places never found intentionally and always disappearing again within a few years' time. The thick, black, leather-bound book is filled with painstakingly detailed woodblock prints, each depicting a gruesome scene of violent perversion. Even the briefest of glances through its disturbing pages is enough to assure the reader that no taboo is left unturned. However, for those willing to carefully peruse the disquieting work, there are dark runes and ritual directions hidden amongst the illumination around each print. Those so inclined are able to use the power of Menzel's obscene grimoire to summon a Keiko fiend, bound to the reader's service one time before the book vanishes. So that's this. This is usable by neutral and evil, as well as a bunch of different classes. You get one use. It's sort of like a save me, get out of jail free. Using the grimoire casts both protection from evil and Keiko fiend. The obscene grimoire vanishes after a single use or when one attempts to destroy it. So if you'd like, I'm not going to buy it, but for 2,450 gold, it's kind of like a one-time oh shit button that will save your party, because Keiko fiends are immensely powerful demons. Alright, so this guy does not want to buy anything we have. He's not our vendor, I guess. We'll have to come back for that book of 10,000 experience.
What is it?
I'm using Joffrey to walk around and talk to everybody, by the way, because of all of these this lady doesn't say much, but all of these NPCs running around really get your character stuck, so I'm gonna have my guys stand there and have Joffrey run around. But this lady says, how may I help you? You ask what you can tell me about this place. They tell you if you're seeking information about the monastery's tenets and history, speak to Barrett in the library, which we did. If you seek to join the order, speak to Aruma Blaine, which we're on our way to, the standing archimandrite. He's usually in her chambers, and you ask what a standing archimandrite is. They hold the highest position in the Black Raven Monastery. In the absence of Ormus, our archimandrite, Aruma has been given the position of standing archimandrite until his return. Okay?
Oh, done.
Everybody else around here, they're just monks chilling. They all say the same thing. Here. We have Nonin. Nonin. Well met. The name's Nonin. I tend to the aches of the other monks here, be they from wounds or hungry bellies. You here for healing or some food perchance? We offer in the way of healing. So here's a healer for you. No, Terry. Please. It's okay. I know you got your own stream to tend to. You can get some rations. So the rations heal 3 hit points. But we already have plenty of potions. Get some remove disease stuff, but let's actually... I think we can sell off a few things here. Looks like he'll take gems. Other miscellaneous stuff. Oh, he'll take the Yeti pelts too. 280 gold a pop.
Rest, I mean, go in peace.
Oh man, I wish we had a hammer user. I should have invested in that earlier so Terry could use hammers. Valor Foe is super good. That's my hammer. Looks like he'll take everything but ammo. They don't take ammunition here. I guess that makes sense. They're monks. Why would they need that? For sure, Terry. You have a good stream as well. Have fun.
Go on. Right.
Alright, what can Nonin tell us about this? Ask him what he can tell. He says, I have much to do, traveler. Any other monks ought to be able to help you. I hope you understand. Alright, before you go, a quick word. I lost my father's ring, a handsome thing of gold and ruby. If you see it, I'd be grateful to have it returned. That's all. Farewell. We gotta find Nonan's ring. Hui. There's Sursa. Bring my thief over here. Have everybody come over.
Yeah, right.
Let's talk to Sursa. Hi. 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 Greetings. Hi. Huh? Well met. I ask your pardon and meant no disrespect. I simply have much to learn and practice whenever I can. I'm Sursa, the monastery's quartermaster. Are you looking to sleep? Yes, in a second, but I have some other questions. Oh, might I ask you to speak to someone else then? I'm working hard to improve my skills, and I have little time for talk. Isn't there a training room for you to do this in? Oh, well, I've struck a mental wall. I can't improve my fist technique, and Svaltid, our trainer, refuses to spend any more time with me. He says that he's teaching self-reliance and that I must overcome the wall myself. Well, perhaps I can speak to Svaltid for you. Oh? It's so kind of you to offer. Svaltid is normally in the training hall. He's a good man, but stubborn as a bulette. You probably won't have much luck. You may rest here. You get peasant quarters.
Yeah,
But that's okay. Peasant quarters is all we need.
Would you taking
Heck, we've
care
been
of?
sleeping in caves all the way up to this point. Alright, if we stand outside the room, we can hear their conversation. She says, Then why do I feel... Hush, my Aruma. Ormus abandoned you here, but it's no matter. They're shouting dark. We rush in. You've run the monastery as well as he ever did. Haha, what are you two doing in here? Dolan Damba and Aruma Blaine. Hi. Greetings, brave traveler. The way here has been hard, but with the arrival of the Duragar, I'm certain the road was even more dangerous. What's brought you here? I'm here in the hopes of using the Underdark passage beneath the monastery. How unfortunate. Your journey has been in vain, traveler. I can't allow you to descend beneath the monastery. Speak to Sursa in the main quarters if you'd care to rest before returning home. Why can't I use the Underdark passage? The passage you seek of is no mere tunnel, traveler. It's the portal through which Valus, our founder, escaped his drow slavers and found the surface world. It's part of his tomb now, into which only the monks may enter. Then, may I become a monk? You may not. The monastery is not currently accepting initiates, and will not be for some time. So, if you don't want to help that thief steal from the tomb below the monastery, which is actually a good idea because, spoiler alert, that thief betrays you. And tell him there's a thief here disguised as the monk. Is there? Thank you. I'll see to it that the matter's resolved. Yeah, I have more questions. She says, they're best saved for others with more time, traveler. I've many things to attend to as standing archimandrite of the monastery. No doubt you can find others less busy than I to answer your questions. And then she tells you that the passage you speak of is no mere tunnel, traveler. It's the portal through which Valus, our founder, escaped his drow slavers and found the surface world. It's part of his tomb now, into which only the monks may enter. Okay. Well, that's a Ripperino.
Yeah. Sure.
I'll go ahead and steal some of these monks' stuff. Well, I don't know, not really steal, they don't care when you take it. Silver necklace, easy peasy. We have another copy of Valus, the Black Raven.
I hear ya. Watch me go.
I suppose I got some time to kill. I gotcha.
I suppose I got some time to kill.
What? Done.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
Let's go into this office. History of the North. It's another bedroom. Secret societies. Here we have Dolan's letters.
What you need. Done and done.
I'm gonna actually have Joffrey go back to the beginning.
I am ready. Sure.
I even think they don't care about us taking this stuff either. History of Durpar and Var the Golden. Special bullet. Special bracers. And a halberd.
What is it?
Alright, speak to Salisan Harbash. Have you spoken to Aruma yet? What was her answer? Yes. She said no. I thought she might. Listen closely then, for I have an offer to make. One which will benefit the both of us. Go on. Dolan Dainba is a Legion of the Chimera envoy. He came some time ago to speak with the Archimandrite, Ormus Dohor, and requested that he visit Dolan's masters at their capital, the Severed Hand. Wait, Archimandrite is the highest position within the Black Raven Monastery. It's the commander. Go on then. Ormus commanded that Dolan remain behind as a hostage, leaving Aruma in charge of the monastery. In a matter of days, Aruma grew angry and bitter at having been left behind, claiming that she'd been slighted by the Archimandrite. Aruma has taken Ormus's position and exiled all those who spoke against her openly. Now, Dolan spends much time in Aruma's company. We fear that the envoy has somehow swayed her against the Archimandrite, somehow corrupted her. If you can convince Aruma to relinquish her power, the position of standing Archimandrite falls to a council of 3 monks that includes myself. I will see to it that you are allowed to face the 8 chambers. Well, what's that? The 8 chambers make up a series of challenges designed to thwart those without the skill or willpower to be worthy of our order. To master all 8 is dangerous, but not impossible. I myself have completed them. Okay, go on. Should you master the chambers, you will be considered an associate of the monastery and allowed to access Valis' tomb and the Underdark passage within. That is my offer. Speak of it to no one else, or it is rescinded. Why hasn't Dolan been challenged? We found no way to discredit him, and as he is a residing guest, we are sworn to protect him. If you attack him, we will be forced to come to his aid. A residing guest? Yes, by Ormus's command. Dolan is a hostage of sorts, obligated to remain here until the Archimandrite returns. He has his own chamber near Aruma's, though, and the door is always locked. Well, why don't you fight Aruma? We are all bound by oath to protect her. You cannot provoke her, or all will be for nothing. If Aruma is attacked, we must defend her with our lives. You must find another way. Yeah, I understand. So that is the sort of the pickle that they're in. You can, as always, if you don't want to do any of this or the 8 challenges, you can just kill all the monks and find your way down through the passage. Whew, that was a sneeze building, man. Okay. These are flaming bullets +1. Too far away on that. We have Valis the Black Raven.
I'm ready to. What do you need now?
Well, let's go over here. Let's talk to Dolan. Actually, first, we should read his letters. So we went into his locked room, kind of out of order, but into his locked room. In his chest, we found this set of letters from the Legion of the Chimera, envoy Dolan Dainba, each marked with the Legion seal. One of them refers to a plot to disrupt the monastery's activities by turning Aruma Blaine, the standing Archimandrite, against Ormus Dohor, the current Archimandrite, who is now away visiting the Legion of the Chimera capital at the Severed Hand. When Ormus refused to side with the Legion of the Chimera, Dolan was commanded to seduce and corrupt Aruma, and then see to it that the monastery kept out of the Legion affairs. Well, that's a bit dastardly. So we can ask him, where are you from? I assume you refer to my appearance? Faraway place called Sigil by those who know of it. My origins, while I'm clearly of mixed heritage, plain touched, some might say. That little is all I know. I never knew my parents. Well, what are you doing here? I am an envoy from the Severed Hand. I brought an invitation from my masters to Ormus Dohor, the Black Raven Monastery's Archimandrite. The monastery has asked that I not leave until the Archimandrite returns. It's an old tradition. I believe one began by the Drow, but it's no matter. My stay has been pleasant. The monks are kind, and the library extensive. Who are your masters? My lord and lady Izair and Medei, commanders of the Legion of the Chimera. And please allow me to say once more, I bear you no ill will. Let's remain at peace with one another within these halls. Well, I found these letters in your chambers. My chambers? What were you? The letters! Return those to me at once! What are these letters, Dolan? They speak of a plot to disrupt the monastery's activities in the Archimandrite's absence by turning you against him. But is it true, Dolan? Why? Because, lovely Aruma, the Legion of the Chimera sees the many monks here as a significant threat. When Ormus refused to side with them, I was commanded to seduce and corrupt you. I don't know the Archimandrite's fate myself. I thought that you... Damn you, Dolan! Why do you even have those letters? What could make a man so foolish as to not destroy them? In case I needed to use them against my masters, paranoia and treachery run thick in my cursed blood. I normally hide them on my person, but was so happy here, with you. I suppose I grew careless and forgot them in my chambers. Well, what now then? Aruma, you've hurt no one. The monks you've sent away, they can always return. What are you saying? I'm asking you to forgive me, Aruma, and yourself. My words against Ormus were lies, but my love for you was always true. Please, leave this monastery, leave Faerun, and return with me to Sigil, where we can start again. But I'll do it. I'll go with you, Dolan. I'll trust you. We'll leave this world behind forever. I don't know what to say, traveler. I can only ask for your forgiveness, as Dolan asked for mine. Leadership of the monastery falls to good Salasum now. Please make your request of him. Farewell and good fortune. Farewell, Aruma. Well, Cutter, I've worked too long with the barmy nutters you're tangling with, and won't be gloomy to leave their employ. Please keep anything else you found in my chamber, and best of luck. You've a hard road ahead. Farewell, Dolan. Look, she's a monk. She sprints about 1,000 miles an hour. Have everybody return to the hallway.
Goblin pie.
But we'll have Joffrey tell him the good news. My thanks and praises, traveler. You are free to approach Moroham on the 2nd floor of the monastery. He will show you the 8 chambers. Should you master them all, you will have access to the Underdark passage. I understand. I had some questions. I'm not surprised, but I have much to discuss with my companions here. Feel free to explore this level of the monastery. Many will be willing to speak with you. Farewell. You have removed the corrupted Aruma blade from power for Salasum. Now Joffrey go in here, talk to Bered, and I'm going to buy How to Be an Adventurer. And 10,000 free experience points I'm going to give to Eslif.
What?
Because he is sort of permanently behind on his levels. This will catch him up to the rest of the party. He's behind because he's a drow elf. Well, it won't catch him all the way up, but it'll be a good
What is
amount.
your errand?
There we go. Gotta level up. A level 11 druid. Then we have more spell slots, another Sun Scorch. Then level 3 spells. I think we can get Moonblade. Moonblade seems good. We have a new level 6 spell too, so Spiritual Wrath, Fire Seeds. Creates an explosive seed in every 5 levels. When hurled, the seeds explode. It's like a throwing fireball, sort of. Healing Circle, Soul Searing Orb. Summon Nature's Ally 6. Okay, Drow, Grave Dwarves, Undead creatures are particularly vulnerable. Let's get Soul Searing Orb. Sort of it's that big orb we saw that the Remmer has back in the Ice Temple would shoot at us. It's a big kind of like single target nuke spell.
Go on, done.
Here we have all the monks in here training. These monks probably use these wooden swords to practice dodging or catching rather than actually wielding them. You guys ever seen Eep Man? Looks like one of those like, kind of fight around arms and stuff. Speak to Svalted Harnessen. All of my students and I thank you for aiding the monastery, but still, I have no time to spare in conversation. Farewell. I wanted to ask about Cirsa. I don't speak of others when they're not present. Did you help her with additional training? No. Cirsa must learn self-reliance and overcome whatever obstacles she faces herself. I won't be convinced otherwise, so we'll stop wasting our breath on her. Farewell, then. So, unfortunately, I don't think... In order to have him help Cirsa, I think I need a higher skill. Or a higher conversation skill. I think I need diplomacy or something like that in order to... Yeah, you can't even go back and talk to her about it. I'll have maybe each of my characters try to talk to him, but I think also maybe if your character is a monk, you'll be able to convince him, but I'm not sure.
I'm on my way.
Ask Elem Shin be done.
I'm listening.
Okay. Additional training, farewell.
What? Ustan el Eldos.
Oh, all right.
Certainly.
Consider it done.
Speak.
Ursa, additional, nope.
Yeah. Nah.
Yes, is that Usta Elendith?
Cirsa, additional, no.
I await your instructions.
Finally, let's see if our sorceress has anything to say. Cirsa, additional, no. Okay. Yep, so we do not have enough skill or conversation skill to be successful.
Yeah, right.
Have us run back and check in here. Why are these monks in here? This doesn't look like might and magic. No, it does not. Okay. Nothing in there.
Ready.
It all fell out from stress.
Yeah?
No, I shaved my head.
Not a problem.
Finally able to get a haircut. My state opened up hair salons and stuff like that again. Is it indicative of a mental break? Morahem. Ah, it's Terry of the Wudini. The chambers are open to you now. Be careful. Each chamber's test consists of a unique battle, and all are deadly. More than a few challengers have died within. You must face each chamber alone and unharmed. This means you may bring no companions and no equipment. If you have items that require storage, speak to Nonan upstairs. When you are ready to face the chambers, let me know. I'll let you in and seal the door now, at which point the test will begin. You may not leave until you have mastered the chamber or perish in the attempt. By the way, should one of your companions choose to enter a chamber in your place, please have them speak to me. Also, there is a hidden compartment in each of the chambers. The release switch is a large golden button. Depress it, and a small sliding door will reveal a number of weapons should you require them. Lastly, so long as you're facing the chambers, you are permitted to rest here. Simply ask, and I'll see to it that you're not disturbed. Which chamber am I facing? The Chamber of Stone. Pull the levers in the correct order and survive the resulting consequences to master the chamber. If they're pulled in the wrong order, you must begin again. Okay. The first came straight out and you were doing a Britney. No, I actually started shaving my head towards the beginning of the pandemic, and I liked it. I just like the feeling. As a kid, I used to shave my head every summer, like to cool down. So I thought, well, I can't go to a hair salon, so I'll just have my wife shave my head, and I liked it. So now this time when I went back to the hair salon, I got it shaved again. Kind of like the short, shaved head, long beard situation. For now, that might change. So let me save. I'll have Terry. I'm ready to enter the chamber. Yeah. Like the water beads off of it, and it's like heavy and hot. Yeah, ask him, can I leave my equipment with you? Oh, very well. I'll place your equipment over there behind you, between the 2 flights of stairs. Just don't forget where it is and leave everything behind. And don't tell Nonin. Right. Terry's now just got his clothes. Clippers are coming out. Well, tell him if you guys both have short hair, you can rub your heads together for good luck. Alright, I'm ready to enter the chamber. You guys might be able to tell these tests were kind of designed for monks. If you have a monk in your party, it's not always easier, but it can be helpful. But monks will do very well at these 8 chambers. But for this, they give you a couple weapons you can use. Oh, you love doing that? I want to see if I can remember these. I don't remember. Shoot, I don't remember. I might have to try this first chamber a couple of times. I want to say it's like 4, 2, 5, 1, 3, I think, but let's see. Nope, it's not 4. 2, is it start with 3? Wow, okay, is it 1? Okay. Oh. But it's almost done at least. Okay. First throw.
Is that the best you can do?
I'm gonna drop on Holy Might. Drop on Holy Might's actually pretty powerful. 23, 16, and 24.
Is that the best you can do?
Okay, so there's 1. Ooh, maybe it's 1, 5, 3, 2, 4. Maybe I had that backwards. There we go.
Die. Is that the best you can do?
Actually, something you can do. Getting through these chambers is really, with Animate Dead, it can be really helpful. What would you give to human and elf? Oh, yeah, you're right. I could summon a couple things. Oh, that's my only summon spell in theory. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, throwing axes are piercing damage? It's kind of crazy. There we go. And now I think it's 2, 4. Yep, 2, then 4. Die.
Is that the best you can do? Is that the best you can do? Oh.
Kill that one. This Greater Bone Guard is OP. There you go. Pull the final lever, and there we are. You have mastered the Chamber of Stone, first of the 8 chambers.
What?
Can't rest at this time. Why not? Why is monk easier here? So this is what we are is we're in the middle of a monastery, and all of these challenges were designed by the monks of this monastery to train their, people.
I'm here.
But the reason it's easiest for monks is because you have to do the whole thing unarmed. No arms, no armor. So all of your magical weapons and equipment, you have to take it off. Considering most classes get lots of bonuses from their magical items, and monks, excel. They get, they have hand-to-hand bonus damage as well as, the ability to dodge, things like that, as well as faster movement. So in this one, the Chamber of Shadows, you must navigate a series of dark portals and master the chamber. The shadows can both help and hinder your progress into the chamber. So this one, to my knowledge, is easiest with fast movement. The entire time you are chased by ghosts if you get it wrong. So it's this one. No, so you can use spells. So it's not... I'm not going to say that monks are the... Monks might technically be the best. And to be fair, each chamber, they give you access to some basic weapons. So it's not like you can't do it with any other class, but if you have a high-level monk, they should be able to head right through this. But I'm using Terry, who's my cleric, who should do well in these challenges. There we go. Oh, so you can make that error, so it's that one. It's easiest on this one, to my knowledge, to just run away from the enemies, because the idea is to complete the portals. There we go. You've mastered the Chamber of Shadows, second of the 8 chambers. Okay, this is the Chamber of Sorcery. There are a number of glowing panels in the floor. Use them wisely to defeat the enemies within. Okay. Go for this one. Up on Holy Might.
Is that the best you can do?
Oops, I punched him. Get an axe out.
Oh.
Holy power. So they teleport away, cast spells. Oh, I screwed up. I went to the wrong panel. So I have to defeat these two. Eventually they teleport away and cast really strong lightning spells at you. You have to keep an eye out for which panel depresses or sinks into the ground. I think it was this one. It was not that one, it was this one. I think. This one can be kind of rough.
I'm needing a healer.
At least that one's shattered. Survive the hit. Okay. What's this one? So actually, I'm sorry, all these panels are depressed in the ground, the one that raises. So you go over to it, and you become immune to electricity damage.
Is that the best you can do?
Is this one? There you go.
Is that the best you can do?
Or in this one, if you have a cleric or a mage or something that has it is immune or immunity to lightning, you can also do that.
Is that the best you can do? Cannot go on.
You have mastered the Chamber of Sorcery, third of the 8 chambers. Okay, let's rest until we're fully healed. The game doesn't like that. I be needing a healer. Okay, now it's the Chamber of Clockwork. You will face a trio of foes within a room of whirling blades and drills. Step carefully and defeat your opponents to master the chamber. Be wary of your enemy's final attacks. The chamber itself will provide you with a method of stopping them. Okay. This one can definitely help with animate dead. Yeah, that's why we have concentration.
Is that the best you can do?
Attack our
Is that the best you can do?
the bone guard's not in, but this one. There we go. But to be careful not to step on the drills. But they will explode in 10 seconds whenever you're killing them. Oh shit. 3, 2, go. Oh, shit, that was the wrong one. It's okay, as long as you can live the explosion, it'll be good. Okay, you're now facing the Chamber of Sand. The sand itself will attack you. Find a way to defeat it to master the chamber. This one's pretty easy, a little tedious. So these sand monks are immune to damage. What you have to do is pull the levers, then an Agnazar Scorcher will come out. Also, the graphics are a little wonky there. Just kind of gotta run in order. And there's a cooldown on the different switches. I'm gonna lead them into this corner. That one missed. You have to wait like a few seconds even after it's gone. See, they even took fire damage after that graphic was long gone off the screen. Wish these things had less health. I feel like the challenge here is to figure out how to defeat them, and once you do that, it shouldn't take this many tries to finally kill them. Alright, they're almost dead. There we go. Alright, the fifth of the 8 chambers. Here we have the Chamber of Silk. Poison web spiders have strung their venomous webs across the room and lurk in the dark corners awaiting prey. Defeat them all to master the chamber. This one I'm going to rest till I'm fully healed. I feel like Animate Dead is definitely the call on this one. What also helps is like we could also, if we're not able to do it here, take our wizard in here with Fireball. There's about 1,000 poison web spiders you gotta kill.
Is that the best you can do?
Oops, lagging. Oh, and they poison and confuse your character, so ideally we can get out of that soon.
Is that the best you can do? What should we do?
If we can... Sanctuary.
Is that the best you can do?
There we go. Sanctuary makes it so you cannot be attacked by anybody. You are in your own little sanctuary. There's also webs everywhere. But since the undead cannot be poisoned, I also don't even think they can be confused, but I may be wrong on that, but... And this guy has a high piercing damage resistance. It's almost impossible for these spiders to kill him. Actually, it might be impossible for those spiders to kill this bone guard.
Right, is that all?
This guy over here, these spiders see him.
Yeah, is that all?
In fact, as long as I'm not webbed, okay, once I get out of this web, I'd probably flame strike them, take them down. There you go. Roast them. The webs have grown dry and brittle, and the last of their poison has evaporated. They will no longer hinder your progress. Right, now we have the Chamber of Battle. You must learn to manipulate your enemies in this in battle in order to master this chamber. Oh, this one, okay. This one, another fairly straightforward one. Let's draw upon Holy Might. This one you can also cheese a little bit if you're with a monk, because I think monks get the ability to do stunning attacks. So I think you can stun these guys on this switch and then pull the lever. But the idea here is to defeat the enemy. Well, you can't really defeat these ones. These iron monks never die. Once you get them to a certain health, they pass out, and you can pull the lever. Oh, see, this monk stunned me. There we go. Fortunately, when they get back up, they don't regenerate back to full health. We'll defeat this one since he still has a bunch of health. I'm stunned again.
Not a problem.
Oh my gosh, we get stun locked into death? Hopefully not. Just need one more hit on this guy. There we go. I thought that was enough. That one should be enough. There we go.
Is that the best you can do?
Get this one
Is that
quick
the best
enough.
you can do?
Oh, it wasn't enough. I messed up. I'm gonna have to use my heal.
Is that the best you can do? Is that the best you can do? Is that the best you can do?
There we go. That one was enough. Okay. This last chamber is always difficult. I may have to try it a couple of times. In fact, I may have to swap up my spells. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Glyph of warding, and we're gonna get protection from fire. We're also gonna get rid of Slay Living. Pick up Iron Skins. And spell resistance. Let's see if that's enough. What chamber am I facing? The Chamber of Immolation. You must face your enemy in a hostile environment. Huge gouts of flame constantly erupt from the floor. Defeat them all to master the chamber. Let's start with spell resistance. brass monks, and then flame strikes constantly just erupt from the ceiling that the monks are immune to. Let's see if we can get protection from fire. Immune to fire damage now. Or at least their fire damage. And then iron skins.
Is that the best you can do?
It's kind of RNG where the flame strikes pop up.
Is that the best you can do?
There we go. Spell resistance on flame strike.
I'm needing a healer.
Oh, there, I took 26 damage from the flame strike. Cast heal on myself. Start running a little bit. I think my spell resistance ran out. Actually, maybe not. Let me try Divine Shell now.
Is that the best you
Resisted that one. Concentrate even when kicked in the mouth, that's right. That's why nearly all of Terry's skill points have gone into concentration. Actually doing really good here. Other strategies for this chamber can include, if you don't have access to these good cleric spells, or you want to try, what you can do is use the summoning tactic. So if you have a cleric or a druid or a wizard who's able to use lots of different summon spells, you can run around in circles and just summon endless waves of enemies to attack and kill these monks. Oh shoot. Oh frick. Oh, I think I'm too close to this one. Maybe not. Just need like one or two more hits on this monk. There we go. Whew. That was really close still. You have mastered the chamber immolation last of the 8 chambers. Congratulations, Terry of the Woodini. Though I almost wish that you'd actually been joining the order so that you'd take my place down here for a time. Ah well. Be sure to let Salasem know that you succeeded. My thanks, Morahim. Farewell. Oh, we can't rest here. Let's take back all of our gear.
I'm here.
I'm here. Ooh, ha, ooh, ah.
Easy as goblin.
Let's go rest. Or we continue on.
Oh, all right.
rest here?
Ready. Easy as goblin pie.
Would oh good.
We'll tell Solicim we succeeded. Congratulations, Associate of the Black Raven Monastery. You now bear a distinction few indeed may boast of. On the monastery's 3rd level, you will find the gate to Valus's tomb and the Underdark passage, open to you now. Okay. You've mastered the 8 chambers and become an associate of the Black Raven Monastery. Very well then.
Yeah, not a problem.
So, before we continue on, let's identify a couple of these things. Two copies of Valus the Black Raven. Bracers of Defense +2. Frost Bullets +1. We have the Hammer of Lucerne. This odd polearm appears to be a cross between a halberd and a warhammer, fitted with a 4-pronged hammerhead along a thrusting spike. Its creation was the result of a blunder made during the commission of an enchanted item for Lodur the Brave, alternatively known as Lodur Iron Bollocks, Lodur the Foolhardy, and Lodur the Dullard, a powerful but none too bright cleric. Lodur had heard rumors of a mighty long-hafted hammer, possibly wielded by a hero known as Lucerne, or perhaps that's where it was made, which may or may not have had to do with the land or king or deity called Swissaria, or Switzerland, or something of that nature, I'm most certain. Oh, he had then added, and pray thee bless it well, thou dost know that one where it explodes undead and whatnot, so that I might smite things most explosively. Lodur's fierce demeanor, violent reputation, and sacks of gold begged quiet compliance, and so the Dwarven Arms Master simply nodded and sent the cleric on his way, promising the weapon in 2 months' time. The Arma Master consulted with his clan's lore master, and sure enough, there was word of such a weapon. It came from a trader in Sigil by way of an exceptionally well-traveled planewalker. The Arms Master dutifully copied the weapon's function and form, working runes of power into its haft and head just as Lodur had asked for. When Lodur the Brave returned to the Dwarven stronghold to pick up his new hammer, he found instead a spiked polearm, whose use was forbidden by his religion. The cleric ranted and gnashed his teeth and swore up and down the halls of the clan before stomping off in disgust, leaving his payment and the somewhat inappropriately named Lucerne hammer behind. So this is a halberd +1 that will destroy all undead and outsiders upon a hit, as long as they don't make their fortitude save. Don't think this is useful for anybody. He already has Bracers Defense +4. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, finally we're about to enter Valus's tomb. So this is Valus the Black Raven. This tome details the history of Valus Belem Delpharm, the Black Raven, and that of the Black Raven Monastery. The monastery was built in the year 1181, founded by a half-human, half-drow slave who escaped his cruel masters in the Underdark, fighting his way to the surface world and freedom with nothing more than his bare hands and the very chains that once bound them. The half-drow's name was Valus Belem Delpharm, Valus the Slave of Farm. As a child, Valus was a house servant of the Leun, but soon grew into a lean and powerful young adult. While most families are reluctant to keep such dangerous slaves, this is all stuff we've read before, Valus was lost in a wager to an opposing family, the Farm, who kept him alive simply despite the Leun. Valus became the greatest champion of the Farm's gladiator stable, in fact the greatest in all of Riloven's stables, before he escaped. It was then, during the decades spent in the Dark City's majestically spired arena of blood sports, that Valus developed his legendary fighting skills. The book goes on to recount in detail how Valus escapes, surfacing in the spine of the world at the headwaters of the Black Raven River. The first men he comes across are the Uthgard barbarians of the Black Raven tribe at Raven Rock. The barbarians don't know what to make of Valus, who shows up out of nowhere with crimson eyes, jet black skin, and hair to match, half naked and with bloody chains dangling from his wrists. Naturally, their bravest attack and are promptly defeated. The barbarians think him a spirit warrior sent to punish their arrogance and christen him the Black Raven, a name that Valis takes as his own. They are later saddened but slightly relieved to see him leave. Valis travels the world as the Black Raven, fights against slavery and imprisonment wherever it's found, making a great deal of enemies in the process. Collects a throng of loyal students, teaches them his ideals and martial techniques, and eventually returns with them to the spine of the world to build the Black Raven Monastery. He eventually dies quietly of old age, is interred beneath the monastery in a tomb near the underground headwaters of the Black Raven River, and with that, his story ends.
I hear ya.
I think that's a pretty cool story. I'd watch a movie about that.
Darn.
You go down below the monastery.
Easy as goblin pie. Aye.
We have the gate of the Black Raven. And this is where, if you had helped those Grey Dwarves, they would come through the gate. But here we have the tomb of the Black Raven, guarded by iron golems. Now, if you're curious about what happens if you try to open the tomb, well, let's take a look.
I am ready. Nah, I don't think so. Just
Just
kidding.
kidding, I'll do it. So we have the skull. I wish it was something special like the skull of the Black Raven. And we have braces of defense +4. Very useful items. And we have the shackles of Roa, a +1 flail that has a 33% chance of casting +2 strength on the wielder. Lady Roa was a woman thrice betrayed, first by her lord father, who married her to Duke Sorim for political gain, despite knowing that he would relentlessly torment young Roa. Second, by her abusive husband, the Duke, who planted assassins amongst her handmaidens. When Roa visited her dearest brother Remen, a powerful baron, the assassins murdered him as he slept, and so his lands passed to the Duke. The third and final betrayal was at the hands of her sister Rana, who longed to take the Duke, his riches, and eventually the royal crown for her own. Rana entwined herself in a plot with Duke Sorim to slay the king, discredit the true heir as his bastard child with Roa, and thereby steal the throne. Roa, still less than 16 summers old, was bound with a ball and chain and cast into the Duke's infamous dungeons to await the completion of her husband and sister's terrible scheme. She sobbed and moaned day and night, her voice echoing through the keep's halls. The Duke soon grew incensed at her constant wailing and sent one of his ducal guard to beat little Roa into silence. When the man arrived at the cell, he struck her across the face, shoved her to the ground, and made to kick at her belly. But quick as that, Roa sprung up and strangled the man with her chains. Moments later, the willowy young girl burst into the Duke's court and attacked him savagely. His guards pelted her with bolts from their crossbows, but onwards she charged. When she reached the ducal throne, she tossed Sorim's champion aside like a broken doll, swinging the iron ball of her shackles with such great strength that it stove in the shocked Duke's thrice enchanted breastplate of meteoric iron, driving shards of shattered ribs into his lungs and heart and killing him instantly. No one is clear as to how the tale ends. Some say that Roa then expired on the spot, her chest and back bristling with bolts, while others describe how her sister Rana leapt up and killed her with a dagger. A few optimistic souls even claim that Roa lived and spent the rest of her days in peaceful bliss. Whatever the case, her shackles remain as a testament to her story. The chains of Roa's shackles have been looped and wound together in such a way that one can wield them as a flail. Crudely etched into the soft iron of the ball are the words, "In righteousness lies my strength." It's also a neat story.
What?
But stealing from the Black Raven's tomb is no laughing matter as these iron golems attack. So they immediately cast poison cloud on anybody they meet. We can run this way. Oops, and I forgot to reset his spells. This does spell resistance and iron skins, champion strength, and slay living. Let's get back. Those glyph of warding.
Elendar.
That. You cast Blade. I'm not very optimistic about this fight.
What?
Yes.
I'm lagging.
Ready.
At your service.
See if I can mass haste us and emotion hope us. So yeah, so iron golems are pretty immune to piercing.
Is that the best you can do? What is it?
And they have a 15 damage resistance to slashing.
Is that the best you can do?
What is it? I'll handle it.
Lightning should liven things up. Oh yes. Shall we done?
How dare you!
There goes Eslif. So we've managed to hit one badly wounded. So not an impossible fight, but Paladins of Tyr. I'm done for. And here we can see what happens when you die fully, because I don't think that's happened yet. So the party's been killed, you must restart the game. But don't worry, we will make sure we get that, get those treasures out of the tomb. Yeah, true death. Here we have the river of the Black Raven that runs under here. Not many other places to go except this narrow path, so let's head up.
Yeah.
Gonna emotion hope us and mass haste us.
What'd you want?
We open up this gate, and who do we have here? The Durgar commander. The gate's been opened, brothers. The time is upon us. Move in and attack. Wait, we're not here to fight you. The monks have hired mercenaries. Kill them all, lads. Sellsword scum's not even fit for slaves. So I think here is where you would also let in the Grey Dwarves if you're going to attack the monastery. I also don't know off the top of my head, but I think the Grey Dwarves betray you anyway. I don't know. Not for sure. Don't know for sure.
Speak.
But in any case, we already killed all their buddies, so let's
I await your
kill this
instructions.
group. Hit them with a fireball,
Yes, Jabuk.
and then smashing wave them.
Yeah?
Also, what else can I do?
I hear ya.
Maybe flame strike them.
What?
Then Joffrey will confuse them.
Yeah.
What'd you need?
I suppose I got got some time to kill?
Just smashing away those guys.
I'll leave no one alive.
Dos elegnan.
Come here, you wretch. Victory will be ours. Done. I'm here. Done.
Not a very potent little group of Grey Dwarves. I don't know how they expected to kill an entire monastery full of monks. But I guess that's the whole idea, is that we were supposed to go help them. Okay, now
What you be needing, matey?
have our thief run back to
I
the...
gotcha.
Surely you can do better.
Adieu. Very well.
That over, another battle axe +1.
I am ready, Commander. I'm ready to do adventuring. And
Save.
stuff. Okay.
With haste, we can grab this stuff and go. Everybody run!
Problem.
Outruns those big dumb golems easy.
Yeah?
Visitors at the gate. Interesting. You came from the 10 Towns, yes?
Yes, we did.
It is as I suspected. I am Malavon, patron of House Despana and Archmage of Riloven's Sorcerer Academy of Magic.
Sorcerer.
I have something you need. You have something I need.
Okay.
Please enter my camp and accept my hospitality. Neither my allies or I will harm you.
You promise not to harm us?
You must have power over the words. Do not let the words take power over you. A promise is not truth. You must discern my intent through more reliable means.
Very well. We'll enter your camp.
Just one moment. Sartrin! Maglasilapsulas!
Let's see. What's going on in this dark elf camp?
Thank you for accepting our hospitality. As I previously stated, I am Malavon Despana. This man is Kadresh Olonre, a respected member of the Church of Veron.
I welcome you to Akkior Kulag and hope you can be of some assistance to us in our endeavors.
We are assisted by Bizra Arabani, formerly of the Church of Lolth, now a faithful member of Riloven's Church of Veron.
Assisting in the most elementary of ways, I'm afraid.
Now that introductions are all out of the way, let me tell you of our plight.
But if we remember Icewind 1, you can say, wait, Malavon Despana. I heard that he was killed in the raids on Dorn's Deep 3 decades ago.
It is not surprising to me that you have heard such things. You probably also heard that he was a raving maniac who sold his sister into concubinage, yes? Let me tell you what happened, in my own words.
Now, one moment. I'll record your tale in my journal.
An interesting story, no? The unfortunate consequences of that ruse are all too apparent now. Please allow me to illuminate the relevance of your current situation to my own.
Okay.
Several decades ago, Riloven was engaged in a civil war. The ruling matriarchal theocracy of Lolth was overthrown by rebels working with the relatively egalitarian Church of Veron. I was part of the group that overthrew the Church of Lolth. I managed to turn most of the wizards of Sorceer against the matriarchy. The masked traitors, working against their own houses, like Vizra, ensured our victory.
What does this have to do with the current situation?
The Civil War weakened us for over a decade. When we chose to expand our influence in the Underdark, we encountered packs of Driders that the previous rulers of Riloven had created without a regard for the consequences.
How many Driders were there?
There were dozens of the miserable creatures spread throughout the lower regions of Dorn's Deep. To my dismay, I discovered that my sister Guinevere was among them. I thought she had died years ago, before the revolt.
Okay.
The Driders were not content to live off of our scraps in Dorn's Deep. We cannot rightly blame them, as they only exist in their horrible state due to the curse of North. Now, however, they have turned against us in force.
How do you mean?
The Driders, led by my sister Guinevere, have chosen to ally themselves with the Legion of the Chimera in the Severed Hand. They have placed themselves in strategic locations throughout the Underdark to prevent our passage. Yours too, I imagine.
Well, now I understand why Nim wanted us to come through here.
Do not fret. Nim could trick a priest into buying his own soul. Manipulating a band of adventurers is hardly a challenge for him. The Driders are a hazard to his livelihood as well as ours.
So you want us to clear out the Driders?
Yes. The Driders are in a series of caves to the east. We believe that is also the location of whatever is transforming our captured allies into Driders. I have attempted to divine what wizard is behind this, but he or she is magically shielded.
Well, how will we know when we have taken care of the problem?
When you find and destroy whatever is turning the Drow into Driders, the Driders should lose their interest in harassing us. Also, if you happen to see my sister, please try to convince her to return here, to the camp.
Such sympathy for a wretched member of the old regime is sad, Malavan. Despite, nay, in fact, because she is your sister, she never spared you the whip, Mala Iharn, or Ilharn.
I am the master of Sorceer. I can be sentimental if I want, Kadresh. Now, if you need any assistance in the form of healing, speak with Vizra or Kadresh. If you are in dire need of magical supplies, I have some items you may be interested in.
Let's see what you have for sale. He's got a ring of freedom of movement, which I definitely want. He doesn't accept ammo either. He accepts gems and stuff, so we sell that. Sanctuary wands. Okay, wand of lightnings. Wands of lightning are pretty good. The bruiser staff. This is a stunning staff. It's actually a pretty good staff too. Also got a bunch of spell scrolls. But let's wait first. See if see what else we got going on around here.
I hear ya.
We can talk to Kadresh. Tell him about Veyrun. So Veyron is the Masked Lord. He's the champion of all Drow who seek to throw off the oppressive yoke of Lolth's foolish matriarchy. And Riloven is not very large for a Drow city. Compared to Menzoberranzan, we are notably smaller and younger. The Church of Veyron does not rule in Riloven, but we have a great deal of influence, I'm happy to say. Who else rules Riloven? Sorcier, Belisar, Melequartha, and the Ultranen Quelar also have representatives on the city council. They represent the Wizards Academy, the Merchants, the Warriors Academy, and the Old Noble Houses, respectively. Okay. What can you tell me about this area? This section of the Underdark is not exceptionally valuable for commerce or military purposes, but it is important nonetheless. Merchants often gather in the south, and mind flayers recently decided to take over the Drow Zahinda citadel to the northeast. It has also been the site of some terrible battles. Armies clashed, adventurers fell to monsters, and treasure was left behind. I've managed to amass a small hoard of enchanted items myself. You may wish to explore the place closely. Okay, so he's a healer. He also has a couple things. So he has the Lyre of Progression. So the Lyre of Progression was created by the bard Sedini Paletto. Sedini was a teacher of young aspiring bards during difficult times. This instrument was held close at all times, helped Sedini fight off those who would attack him or his students. When Sedini grew old, he passed it on to his best student, Galwin Alaman. Galwin continued teaching for a few years before setting out into the wilderness on a life of adventure. It is believed he lost the lyre when he accidentally dropped into the marsh. So this thing is actually pretty cool. It's a bard-only item, but it gives you strength +3. The only problem is you have to hold it in your offhand like a shield. So if your bard uses weapons, you can hold it in his offhand and have a massive strength bonus. Unfortunately, our bard is a crossbow user and therefore cannot use it. We also have Swing from the Masts, which is a rogue-only item that we'll read once we can buy it. We have the Shifter's Boots, another great item, and a Ring of Hardy Strength. Something else I do want as well. But we'll wait on that. We don't have a lot of gold. We want to make sure, try to confirm what we want to buy first. Visor says, yes. What do you need? I am Visor Arabani, first daughter of House Arabani. I doubt I can be of any more assistance to you than the males, but please ask. You seem rather cynical about your role in this affair. Equality, they promised. I risked my life and soul to help topple the priestesses of Lolth, and I get sideways glances and whispers everywhere I go. I became a masked traitor for Veyron because I saw I was going nowhere in my house. Did it work? Not quite as I had planned. Instead of being the third daughter of my house, I am the first. I will never be matron as long as my brother Dizreth is alive. If he has any male heirs, my future in House Arabani is worthless. At least when I was a priestess of Lolth, I could kick around the males. Now I'm the one who gets kicked. It's infuriating. Well, I understand your dismay. Your pity is noted. Is there anything else I can help you with? A healing and supply. She also heals. She has some spell scrolls for sale. And looks like that's it for her. Skull and gems.
Oh, yes, I'm here.
Oh yes, I'm here. Let's head out into the Underdark and see what we got going on around here.
What?
Looks like they have an army of apprentices and goblins guarding their gates.
What?
Real quick, I'm going to stone skin everybody.
I'm here.
Your desire.
I can stone skin everybody, and I think protection of arrows everybody.
Boy,
You have my undivided attention. Quit your blubbering.
Sure, blubbering. A moonblade.
go on.
Vocalize, I forget. Recipient of the spell can cast spells without a verbal component. Okay.
I await your instructions.
of all of that. Let's do some other greater haste.
Ready.
Everybody's blessed. Draw upon Holy Light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Easy as a goblin.
Head out into the Underdark. A bunch of mushrooms in the Underdark. I think we all know what that means. Myconids.
Victory will be ours. Already dead. There's no escape. I hear
What'd you want?
Oops.
I done.
What? Fine.
He's feared over here.
What?
There we go.
I.
What'd you need?
Have Joffrey put on all of our songs.
I'm here.
Terry has so many buffs, the buff icons are covering his entire character sheet. But something I always forget is right up here. You walk along, it's like, hey, what's going on up here? Uh-oh. Drow Priestess, well, well, it seems we've been found. Yes, my lady, shall we eliminate them? Such an inconvenience. We should have set to murdering the Rilovians the moment we arrived, Lolth damn them all. But I suppose so, yes, and be certain to let no one escape. So you accidentally stumble into the middle of a drow ambush on this city. This can be really hard to get out of, too, so that's why I buffed up prior to.
What is your Irindith?
What is your
I'm
Indif?
ready as always.
So immediately, Chaos helps. But drows have pretty high spell resistance, so actually, chaosing them or fearing them and things like that may be tough, but it's always worth a shot.
Yes. I'll do it. Ready.
There we go.
You're already dead.
Since we're already so buffed up, we're dominating them here.
Escape.
A little fire and lightning should liven things up. Bunch of goodies here. Oops, wrong person. Chainmail +2, Cloak of Displacement. It's a magical item that causes subtle shifts in the image of its wearer. It has the power to actually shift an individual's image by as much as 6 inches in any direction from their actual location. Aside from being an effective defense in combat situations, it also has been the cause of serious eye strain amongst fellow party members. We have a Buckler of a Denial, Immunity to Circle of Death, and a Flail +3, man. That's a really good item. I think this Chainmail +2, so this Cloak is going to go to Terry. He's our frontline guy. Who else? Anybody else missing a Cloak? There we go. She's got leather armor +2. Chainmail works. What about you? Does chainmail work for you? Oh, it's the same. Less. Yeah. Chainmail +2. Perfect on Eslif, on our druid. Although, can she wear chainmail? Yes. And wear chainmail. She has 2 in armor proficiency. Leather armor +2. Any better than the studded leather? No. You guys might not be able to see how Terry looks right now, but he's got essentially a permanent mirror image on. Now that he's wearing that cloak, which is part of the joke about the ice drain. I think all these guys were carrying some serious healing potions. Everybody good on their healing potions? Looks like it. Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Head out while we're all still buffed up. Maybe clear this overworld. This door is magically sealed and cannot be opened by conventional or magical lockpicking. This over here. Sprung a trap. It's trying to talk to us. Yes, who are you? These caves belong to the Driders. You should leave before my brother gets hungry. Who are you? I am Sorn, formerly of a Rivlovan noble house, before our sisters had us transformed into Driders. To cover their incompetence, we had far fewer legs. 2 legs, only 2. Hiss. This is my brother Nadal. He must like you. Normally, he drains the blood out of humanoids on sight. The transformation left him a little less drow than most. Then again, I'd rather be a Drider than drow now. We have heard that you have allied with the Legion of the Chimera. Is this true? Yes, what of it? For once in our dismal existence, we Driders can deal with others as equals, not as freaks to be laughed at or killed out of fear. Your allegiance has ramifications beyond the Underdark. The 10 Towns is under attack because of the Legion. I would not give a drop of blood to save one of those pathetic humans in need. Hiss. Hiss, destroy all humans. I don't think Nadal is particularly sympathetic either. What are your intentions? Well, we intend to find whatever device is creating the Driders, destroy it, and continue on until we can do the same to the Legion of the Chimera. No, the Legion survives. We survive. Oh, do you? In that case, I believe Nadal and I intend to put a stop to you. Not quite. Just gonna wipe these things out. There you go. A couple Driders down. Another copy of Greater Haste. This hole appears to open up into a cavern network far below. We have a bunch of spiders. It's a spider ambush. Flapping of wings. I forgot to wilderness lore this place. It's all good though. We have shadow drakes standing behind us.
Let's see what you saw. Monsters to kill.
And here we have a Darrow servant. Minotaur Thrall, all surrounding Oin Chakalp. You, why are you here? We are seeking a way through the Underdark to the Severed Hand. I want you to find something I have lost. I will reward you if you do this. What have you lost? A blue stone. It is the size of your heart. A Drider took it. They are in the east. If you retrieve it, I will reward you. Do you understand? Why don't you find it yourself? I enjoy my proximity to the steam pool. It makes my skin feel well. The Drider caves contain many webs and are dry. I do not like them. Go now.
What?
Guess he's right. He's right next to the steam pool. Is most of this area explored, except for a little cavern down here. One side. Another little loot, some magical arrows. More sword spiders.
Let's see what you saw. Come on.
Sergeant, attack now!
More spiders.
Right here. Not a problem.
I swear that is what I heard, Mirvik. Don't you trust me? We have a little trading post. Roth leather, aboleth guts, 'tis the same bloody thing, who cares? We have Mirvek of Gracklestug. We have Woad the Guileful, Valus Rostar, like Valus the Black Raven, and Heger Splitsteel.
Ready.
Hi, do you want to trade? I have weapons, that's what I deal in, some shields. Other than that, not much. If you need anything else, talk to Mirvik or Woad. Who are you? I am Heger, just Heger. I'm a merchant and a priest of Abathor. Splitsteel, his last name's Splitsteel. You can keep a secret, can't you? Abathor damn ye, and I hope Clangeddin's twin axes cut your soul in twain. Watch your temper, Heger, or I'll slice you open the next time you so much as frown at my employer. So what do you want anyway? Splitsteel? I know dwarves from that clan. I don't think they're fond of Darrow or Drow. No, you have to understand. What I do to protect my clan. Trading with these dirty bastards is the only way we can keep ahead. Well, what's my silence worth to you? I think it's worth about 2 chops of my mace into you, fat head. Come on, Mirvik, this brat has to have some gold somewhere. Uh-oh. Well, first of all, we'll do that in a sec. Let me actually go back and see what they have to offer. And spoiler, these merchants actually have some good stuff to offer, so you should always try to buy from them first before you trigger a fight with them.
Is that all?
Let's take a look. Let me see your wares. Game's freezing, okay. You have the armor of Tukak Mauler. It's +5 to max hit points, +8, not really good. Then they have Diamond Cut and Plate of the Pit Fiend, both very good pieces of armor. Sell all this magical ammo to them. And the hammer. And the biggest thing actually is they have all these weapons of +3. So a great axe +3, a mace +3, a longbow +3, sling +3. +3 is actually a big deal because that's like the wall. How to explain it? It's like the wall between being able to attack things that require magical weapons. Typically +1 magic weapons don't cut it, but things that are super well protected need a +3 or higher to attack them. So we definitely want a longbow +3, if not 2 of them. A longbow and a short bow. These crossbows +3. The sling +3. We want the great axe +3. We already have a spear +3. In fact, we might even want the Great Axe and the Battle Axe +3, and get one of these tower shields back for Terry. And the Plate of the Pit Fiend. So, no one is certain where the Plate of the Pit Fiend came from, or how it was created. Its spiky red scales radiate a fiery red glow at all times, convincing those who look upon it that the plate mail is certainly otherworldly. Those that equip the Plate of the Pit Fiend find that the plate has a deadly natural defense when struck too many times. If an enemy is too successful with their strikes against the wearer of the Plate of the Pit Fiend, the plate will emit an explosive burst of flame in all directions around itself. This flame mortally wounds everyone caught in it within its wake, except for the wearer of the unusual plate mail. It is rumored that the Plate of the Pit Fiend is actually the hide of a pit fiend, killed and skinned by someone or something more powerful than a greater Baetzu, or Baetizu. It is, if this rumor is true, pray to the gods that the creature capable of killing and skinning a pit fiend never comes to the material plane. So I'm gonna buy that first. Actually, let's see if we can get a lower.
Yeah, done.
Joffrey talks to him. Oh yeah, holy shit! If Joffrey talks to him, he's like 30,000 gold off. I might have been screwing up my money this whole time. Okay, let me see your wares. That guy's just gonna challenge you to a fight too. You can get Rakovik's bracers, as well as also some cool rings, an amulet of protection. Pretty worth it, but we have better bracers and wands and stuff, so not much on this guy. Take our lamp oil though. Pulls our potions. I'm gonna hang on to that worm egg. Heroic fighting.
What? Taken care of.
You see your wares. This guy sells you some scrolls and some magical ammo. Oh, not bad. So some pretty good vendors up here. Let me see your wares. I'm going to take the Plate of the Pit Fiend off your hands. Definitely this Great Axe +3. And this Longbow +3. Get the Battle Axe +3. And the Tower Shield +1. See, 8 to 19. Give this, which is 8 to 15 with the Battle Axe, and +3 AC on the shield. Just one more with the Plate of the Pit Fiend. And Genocide armor. A little more saving throw bonus. Right now with the Great Sword, he's doing 14 to 24 with that bonus damage against humans. With the Great Axe, though, he'll do 15 to 26. What about Terry? It's 8 to 15, but with the Great Axe, he does 10 to 21. I think I will. Yeah, I think I'll keep it. Give him the Axe and Shield, and give Adam here the Great Axe +3. A lot of times I do take Wing and Blight with me to the end of the game, but the Great Axe +3 is actually really good. Fits right into old Adam Smasher's hands here. Make this Longbow +3. Pop that into his mitts. Longbow +2. Enough for heavy crossbow +3. We'll give 6 to 13. But only 1 attack per round. Magnus Folly, so we still want Diamond Cut for sure. We want Diamond Cut, we want the Sling +3. And I think from there we'll be good.
What? Right then.
What is it?
Your desire.
I'm here.
Let's go and
I.
head to the Drider Cave. We'll all get here eventually.
Boy,
You have my undivided attention.
Ready. Is that all? Is that all?
Right into the Drider Caves. And down this way to the Myconids.
Weird in your blood. Is that the best you can do?
Myconids are pushovers for us right now. Down here we have the strange blue sphere, which is the incandescent blue ion stone. This magical ion stone was crafted long ago somewhere beyond the astral plane, though its exact age is hard to discern. The stone was made by a Githzeri craftsman named Bashani for a great monk of the Githzeri race. This unnamed monk died in battle with Githyanki foes, and the stone drifted among their race for years. Somehow, the stone was eventually given to Oinchakulp, a mind flayer, who kept it as his prized possession. Those damn Githyanki. But a +2 wisdom bonus. It's pretty potent. For our old cleric here. Actually take off that ring. Does she have a wisdom ring or something? No, she doesn't. I'll swap out her regenerating ring. Give Terry the regenerating stone. And this saving throw, I will give her the saving throw. 1. And you can have the houndstooth collar. But that is the Mind Flayer stone. I think we're gonna figure out a way to keep it. That gives Terry one more level 6 spell, which I will take. Let's take harm. Maybe one shot something. Then a level 2 spell. We will take free will save. Another hold person. Let's take Alpha Holy Might. Harry's ending his stream. Oh yeah, he said he was going short because he's still not feeling great.
Success.
Hey, look, I'm Terry of the Wadini. Who are you? Terry, hi. High five. Thank you so much for the host. I really appreciate it. So this woman says, I am Ifraeli Acerbi of Tyranturos. I do research for the School of Transmutation, as should be clear from the beasts in the cages. Your tattoos, you are from Thay? Yes, I am a wizard in the School of Transmutation, and a member of the Researcher political faction. Many of the Thayans here are. Welcome everybody from Terry's stream. Terry, I hope you had a good, I hope you had a great stream, my dude. Alright, what is... Nobody says hi, that's okay. I'll say hi to them.
Break yourselves upon
The guild of
My body!
Okay. Many? How many are there? Well, myself included, there are several dozen. Sablik has attracted many eager Red Wizard researchers who are glad to be free of their imperialist master's scheming. What is the Researcher faction? It is one of the two major political groups in Thay. The researchers believe that the focus of the Red Wizards should remain primarily on research of magical theory and practice. The other group, the Imperialists, believe that we should hurl all of our resources at Aglarond and Rashamin in the hope that they will eventually give up or self-destruct. Foolishness. Hey, what do you know about a device that transforms drow into driders? The Visicamera? It is a magical creature that transforms drow into driders without the assistance of the Yakluls, the so-called handmaidens of Lolth. I know everything about it. I created it with Sablik Tan. Why? Oh, he said that quite a bit ago. We can tell her I came here to destroy it. What? You idiot, you complete fool, buffoon, moron! Do you not have any idea what the Visicamera represents? This has never before been accomplished on Faerun. Gah, go back to Rashamin, Stonehead. Oh, he was pretty upset by that. I think I'm gonna back up. Uh-oh.
I'm here.
I'm gonna put my back to the mushrooms.
Yeah, I'll handle
I split you in two.
At your service.
What'd you write?
What?
I need
Oh,
that
yes.
static charge. He says Faerun. I don't know. I don't know what the official pronunciation is. Faerun is always what I've said, but as we know, I could be pretty wrong on pronunciation. Of Terry Casper's citation.
Your desire.
Ready? Yes.
Speak. I suppose I got some time to kill.
You're already
Sellage Rider. For this enhanced flesh golem. The wizard is dead. Stop flirting it with us in chat.
I await your
Not the best you can do.
This regenerating song is really powerful.
What is it?
What you be needing, matey? Arr.
bunch of magical items, as you'd expect from a wizard of Fae. Got a robe of absorption. The adventuring sorceress, Fane of the Five Towers, often found herself engaged in melee combat with well-equipped warriors of high skill. She discovered that no matter what protective magic she used, the warriors would eventually penetrate the armor she crafted for herself. Fane decided to craft a robe that would lessen the damage done to her instead of relying on the traditional method of preventing blows from landing. Fane's robe is ragged and patched in many places, having served her well for over 20 years. Fane and her comrades eventually retired. She sold her robe to a more foolhardy wizard who died 5 years later in the Battle of the Bones. Actually give that to Joffrey. Have Joffrey wear a slick new robe. Ring of Protection +2. Even better for Terry. That work on any? That would work on her. Okay, Joffrey needs that ring. Nice. Dagger +2, no need. And another ring of regeneration. These over. Cradle Drider. I think this guy's confused because I asked confusion. He dies and explodes with Cradle Drider spawns. Killed most of the Driders that were stuck in these cages. We have an enhanced flesh golem.
What?
Drider priestess, kill that. No hold person here.
Very well.
Let's head over here. Cool wands. Fusion notes. Book. Progress journal, Visi camera. Vial of spores and some vial of silvery fluid.
Ready.
Visi camera, Drider priestess. Let's kill that. Yeah, I know what maps are.
Easy as goblin pie.
Oops.
That gross. Wand of Bull Strength, Ray of Enfeeblement. I'm not really using my Wand of Fear. Well, yeah, you started that playthrough like 87 years ago. I'll get rid of this Wand of Fear. Alright. This vial holds a large number of mushroom spores, most likely gathered from the giant fungi that grow in abundance throughout these caverns. Then we have a vial of silvery fluid. This vial holds strange substance with the appearance of liquid, webbing, and molten metal. The viscous liquid does not give off any heat. Even 3,000 years. Yeah, I don't want any of that. There's a huge difference between maps and LGBTQ. A treatise upon flesh golems. This large handwritten tome details the efforts of the wizard M. Fraley, a specialist in the School of Transmutation, to enhance what she refers to as the languid, wholly inefficient flesh golems of our day. Most of the book is filled with various alchemical formulae, surgical procedures, chemical treatments, and the like to be given to the inanimate golem before it is awakened. In the final chapter, however, she details the creation of the sanguis anima, a fluid necessary in the animation of an enchanted golem, or an enhanced golem, excuse me. Once the fluid is injected into the creature, and the golem is blasted with electricity, it will awaken to serve its new masters. There is a warning, however. The modified golem will not be able to stand the touch of direct sunlight. Using this tome and with the proper chemicals, the author mentions a variety of giant fungi spores in addition to other more typical reagents, and access to an alchemical laboratory. A skilled wizard or alchemist could probably concoct the sanguis anima. Okay, I wonder if we could do it.
What?
This appears to be a small but well-stocked alchemical laboratory. Dozens of oddly colored liquids and powders are scattered about in various beakers, flasks, and bowls. Okay. It appears that someone with the proper skills and instructions could use the reagents present in a number of manners. For example, transmuting healing potions into something more potent. So, Irina here is our alchemist. Okay, we can concoct a conversion poison to destroy the Visi camera. Carefully following in Fraley's notes, you combine the materials you gathered with some of the reagents, there's another typo. You combine the materials you gathered with some of the reagents, create a conversion poison that will turn the Visi camera's defenses against itself. The Minotaur attracted persons, yes. Okay, if we're talking about Minotaur attracted, count this bad boy in. Alright, let's use the worm's egg to create a potion of strength. Okay, 2 doses. We have the conversion poison. We have potions of frost giant strength. Nice. Okay, actually, let's read the notes. In Fraley's transfusion notes, these are the notes of the wizard Fraley, a specialist in the School of Transmutation. Their contents revolve largely around the theoretical application of the sanguis anima, an alchemical fluid she uses in the process of animating a flesh golem, as a means of physically invigorating or extending the lifespan of a living creature. Fraley clearly states that the procedure would be insanely dangerous and that only a dedicated practitioner of transmutation, of the art of transmutation, could carry it out. It requires the imbiber to magically alter the state of the sanguis anima, normally deadly poison to any mortal humanoid, as it courses through his or her blood. Using these notes and with the proper chemicals, the sanguis anima in particular, and access to an alchemical laboratory, a skilled transmuter with a taste for danger could probably perform the procedure. Okay.
Yeah. Easy.
So I think you're supposed to be able to make this flesh golem active.
I hear ya.
But I don't know if we're able to make it.
Your desire.
Not for serpent titties.
Elendar.
I don't have any targetable electric attacks though. A wand of lightning would have been pretty good.
You're blubbering.
Oh well, we'll just leave the flesh golem there, I guess.
Go. What?
Let's drop on Holy Might.
You have my undivided attention.
What can I do?
I am ready.
What is your
I'm
business?
here.
Attack this Strider Wizard.
What you need? Right.
Where it counts, huh?
Ready. I'm ready.
Ask politely, or you die.
What is right?
Victory will be ours.
Well, that's what happens when Terry comes in here.
My body!
Tell me what to do. I hear ya. Is that all?
I actually feel like I should swap. I'm gonna swap my crossbows. Give the Hellbolter to our wizard, who's always at least attacking, and then give this heavy crossbow to Joffrey because he's quite often busy singing songs.
Boy.
I leave you want to hide.
Yes. It is definitely possible to play this game solo. But that's actually the reason, so the game kind of balances for that. In that, yes, that's exactly what I was going to say. You do get less experience. You get less experience per person, so any experience your characters get is split between the entire party. So if you have one person, they get all the experience. You know, your first 4 or 5 goblin kills will level you up. Oh,
Speak.
Rick. I'm gonna try this tortoise shell out.
Order you to protect me.
Oh, it's disrupted.
Usta Ilindith.
Usta Ilindith.
Yeah.
Oh, stop getting webbed. Oh man, this is rough.
Aluve Oost.
Elevate Oost.
How dare this thing strike at me?
What'd you want?
We vocalize our wizard here.
Ask politely, or you die.
Ask politely or you die.
What?
No. Adam Smasher's gonna die. Shoot.
Speak. Yes,
I have no way of healing him because Terry's charmed. Rip. There was a lot more Driders down here than I remembered. I thought all the other Driders were in another part of this this area.
Is that all?
Let's instead
What?
get some summons out.
I.
Speak.
I'm gonna give Animal Rage to the Zombie Lord.
What? Right there.
The strange substance has the appearance of liquid webbing and molten metal. Despite this, the pool is perfectly still and does not give off any heat.
I'm here.
Yes,
Yeah.
Jabuk.
Dark.
Everybody come down this direction.
What'd you want?
Have him vocalize or... and then prayer.
What?
That. Motion despair.
Elendar.
Spike rhythm. Defensive harmony. Use our song.
You're blubbering. What is your game?
Yeah. I've got plenty of gas for everybody.
Oh, shucks. Okay, the game froze for like a second, but it didn't crash, so that's good. Gotta get through this fight. These Drider fighters are tough. They're doing a lot of damage.
Suppose I got some time to kill. What you be needing, matey? Arr.
Phew.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay.
See what's over here. Trap sprung, but we're a cool rogue, so we can avoid the traps. Nothing up here in these caverns, okay.
Ready. Yeah. Darn.
We're able to save, that's good.
All right. More fighting.
Would you? I'll handle it.
I don't know what to do.
I'm ready to do adventuring.
Attack now!
Easy as goblin pie.
Easy as goblin pie.
What?
Okay.
I'm here.
What?
May
Right.
the power tear you asunder.
So I think the way I want to do this, head down here. Panel up there. Stone skin old terror bear. He still has iron skin. We draw upon holy might and then divine shell. So I should have had him cure my guys here, and I forgot to switch out these. Strength of 1, stuff of hoarding.
Yes, Jabuk.
I'm here. I done.
Here we have the Visicamera cocoons. Oh, quit being stuck. That's freedom of movement on yourself once you're out of this. This damp silken cocoon pulses as though it's alive. We're running through here. Here we have the Visicamera heart. This malodorous mass of grayish-white flesh pulses and throbs. With each convulsion, there is a great exhalation of foul-smelling air from its toothy maw. It seems a living machine more than a true creature. Hurl the conversion poison into its maw. Death. By killing it, the Sarlacc pit, that's right. By killing it, we have all of the cocoons hatch at once. We gotta rush out of here, ideally.
I'm here.
We're all gonna chase Terry down this way, but once again, positioning is huge. We can get
What
our
do you need?
What do you need now?
What is it?
our fighters in front of our archers have a much easier time.
Elendar.
And I can't cast Entangle in here,
Is that usta elendith?
but what can I do? Cloak of Fear.
Oi.
I can grease the doorway.
Quick your elemshin bidan.
Oh, yeah, that's
Go on.
fine, I guess.
Can I dire charm this fighter?
Show me a target and I'll smash. Yeah, sure.
Ready. Not a problem.
Nope, doesn't look like
Yeah. I've got it.
Yeah, I'm listening.
What you
I
want?
suppose I got some time to kill.
Victory will be ours. Fight.
What?
I am ready as always.
it. Ooh, Cloud Kill over there would be good too.
Right.
What is your game?
Show me a target and I'll smash.
Ask polite. Is that usta elendith?
And why is she taking so much damage? Islaf's taking boatloads of damage. A heal on her.
Elemshin bidan.
I am ready, Commander. More fighting.
I've got it.
I'm here. What is it?
Yes,
I'm ready to do adventuring.
Easy as
And
copper
stuff.
pie.
Oh,
What do you need?
A little fire and lightning should light
Step right up. I've got plenty of death for everybody.
What can I do?
Elenda.
Yeah.
You have my
Los Elegnan.
Okay, wizard down. I thought there would be more coming through here, but I'm not sure. If it's not, we'll take this time to heal up our barbarian.
Yeah? I hear ya.
Actually gonna dispel us, get this blindness off of us. There we go, we're all back to normal. Let's level up our druid real fast, level 12. We'll take a +1 on the wisdom. Concentration, wilderness lore, and animal empathy. Here we can take blind fight. Oh, improved critical might be good too. Oh, large sword, polearm. Simple weapons. We got spell penetration. Vocal casting. I think we should get her. Let's get heroic. It doesn't actually crit that much. Let's get dodge, make her a little bit better at a little more armor class. Can always use some of that. But with that bonus, we can get, let's get summon nature ally and fire seeds. Level 5 spells, we'll get ice storm. And level 2 spells, let's get rid of Beast Claw. We're not really using that. And Rainstorm, she's got stronger spells now. We can get another Charm Person or Animal, another Alicorn Lance, and Flame Blade or Ice Blade. And another Alicorn Lance.
What?
Now she can wild shape into a dire bear. I need to use my wild shape more with our druid.
Sure.
I think we killed everything over here. I go all the way back just to make sure. Oh no, here's one.
I'm here.
See if our archer can 1v1 this. Nah, we'll bring everybody over. It's gonna take too long. It's the dead Missy camera. Or is it Vissy Scamera? Vissy Scamera? Okay.
Ready, done. Yeah?
May the power tear you asunder.
You can do. Die.
Die. He's got the blood coming out of his head. Do a save. Do a double save just to make sure. Apparently the game does not like us killing these striders.
Go find.
Is that the best you can do?
Oh,
Yeah, I'll handle it.
I am ready.
didn't mean to nearly kill our
What'd you want?
sorceress there.
I'll wash my beard in your blood.
In your blood. Anything else in this tunnel? Nope.
What?
About up here. Nothing there. What in here? Oh, this is the scene from the loading screen into this place. You are adventurers, aren't you? You come to destroy the Visi camera. It's Ginafe Despana. Yes, we are adventurers. As for the Visi Scamera, we've already destroyed it. I am not surprised. And Imfrayli, she is dead. All she ever cared about was that damned abomination. The whole world could fall apart around her and she wouldn't notice. She doesn't even care about what the Visi Scamera does to the minds of the Driders it creates. It would be wise for you to sever your allegiance with the Legion. We intend to stop them. Wise, yes. It would have been wise if I had never rallied my fellow Driders into joining them at all. My name is Ginafe Despana. My brother Malavon is a powerful wizard in Relalvin. If he or his men see me, I'd be dead in moments. We've spoken with your brother Malavon. Oh? What? No, what is he doing out here? He has the power to destroy us all. Why hasn't he? He just wanted us to destroy whatever was changing the Drow into Driders. Did he say anything about me? You can lie to her and say yes. He said that if he saw you, he would blast you without a second thought. But no, yes, he is aware of your role in this, but he doesn't seem interested in retribution. Quite the opposite. Could it be possible that... No. Perhaps there are a few Driders in between here and the exit. If there are any Despana guards with him and his intentions are genuine, they won't attack. The situation looks grim outside these caves, but the Driders here are interested in nothing more than the destruction of everything that gets in their way. I will have to brave my brother's men and hope for the best. Farewell. Farewell. Convince her to go back.
I'm here.
Right. This web-shrouded bronze statue seems oddly out of place. The craftsmanship is fine, but it does not appear to be finished. Right. We never read us, though. So Malavon Despana told us a bizarre story about his involvement in a civil war in the Dark Elven city of Relalvin. 30 years ago, Dark Elven rebels from the Church of Veyron enlisted Malavon's assistance.
Have a look around.
In their overthrow of the ruling Lolth matriarchal theocracy. Malavon's divination powers revealed that moving against the Church of Lolth in their current state would result in his death. Around the same time, a demon named Belhefet appeared above Relalvin in Lower Dorn's Deep, an abandoned dwarven city. The demon, in the form of a priest named Apokelin, attempted to sway the Drow of Relalvin into allying themselves with his army. Malavon performed with more divination and determined that allying himself with their cause would also result in his death. This is all the events of Icewind Dale 1. Instead of facing death, Malivon chose to create a magical clone to serve as his proxy. He explained his plan to his allies in the Church of Veyron, and they helped him execute the procedure. Yes, all of this is stuff that your party faces in Icewind Dale 1. Using powerful magic, the Church erased Malivon's memory of his divination about Pokelin and his subsequent decisions. They replaced his memory with alternate images of success in Pokelin's army. They then cloned Malivon and had his apprentice use a scroll to place Malivon's true form in a state of temporal stasis. The clone awoke several months later, was falsely informed by the Church of Veyron, and sent on its way into Pokelin's army. Only after a single week the clone sensed what it was. Unable to discern where its parent was located, the clone started losing its mind. All attempts at finding the parent resulted in finding the clone. In its pattern of investigation, it drew the attention of the Drow of Riloven. Malivon's sister, Guinevere, was dispatched to handle her brother. Unfortunately for Guinevere, even the simulacrum of Malivon's clone was too powerful for her to defeat. Malivon's clone, in his demented state, handed Guinevere over to one of Belhafet's lieutenants, Marketh. Marketh the Great. He also turned violently against his ally in Dorn's Deep, the Red Wizard Sablik Tan. He transformed Tan into an Umberhulk and chased him out of the wizard's doomed compound. Another thing.
Behold the famous Markel the Great. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you.
The word temporal, how would you say it? Temporal? Always thought it was temporal. Like tempura. Delicious. But yes, your character saved the wizard Sablik Tan from his Umberhulk state, and Malivon's clone's insanity increased over time until he was reduced to babbling and lashing out gleefully at anything that came near him. It was only after a group of adventurers... Temporal. Oh. Temporal, okay. It was only after a group of adventurers destroyed Malivon's clone and hit the clone's simulacrum that Malivon himself was allowed to leave stasis. The wizard remained in hiding for several months until he and the Church of Veyron overthrew the priestesses of Lolth and their supporters in Sorceer. After the revolt, Malivon was appointed the new Archmage of Sorceer. He attempted to find Guinevere, but was unable to locate her. He assumed that she had been killed when Lower Dorn's Deep was overrun. It was not until several years later that he discovered she had been transformed into a Drider by malicious priestesses of Lolth. Okay, let's go back up this direction. I've sprung again. I'll leave no one alive.
Fine.
I'm ready. As you wish.
You can do it. Unfreeze. There we go. Some about him, I guess maybe the death animations on these Driders. Yeah, it's definitely the death animation on the Driders. Just a dramatic pause, yeah.
Ready.
Another draw upon Holy Might. Oh, Bard song silence because he's deaf. Our Bard is deaf and can no longer play music.
I am ready as always.
I hear you.
Lady Yucklor caress
I'm
you.
gonna have to go on a killing spree.
Tell that to Beethoven. Don't you mean Beethoven in gosh, what was it? What was it in Might and Magic 9? Have to go down into the Beeth oven? The Beet oven, yeah.
What?
And here we go. That is the Drider lair in the Underdark.
Right
Defeated.
here.
I. We never knew the doors that were annoying. Yeah, maybe.
Not a problem.
Go down this way. Beat up. Well, it was a. Yeah, it was a joke in Might and Magic 9. There was this. There's the quest giver is a deaf musician.
To the enemy.
Well, there's a bunch of driders out here. Holy shit! Actually, I didn't realize there were this many driders out here. Yeah, the place was owned by a deaf musician named Ludwig, who lost his music sheet down into the beat oven, and he wants you to go find it.
I'll teach you already.
What? A little fire and light your desire.
Shoot, she's out of arrows.
You have my undivided attention. As you want.
What?
Yeah, this is weird. This game does not like the Drider death animations.
I'll be Tell me what to do now. I'm here.
I'll be doing the leading now.
I'm listening. I'll do it.
What you need? Fine.
Back here.
I sprint you too. Ready.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
we're all here.
What is it?
I'm ready to do adventuring and stuff.
I'll handle it.
I hear ya. Not a problem.
Quit your election be done.
What? I'm here.
We have a very sensitive maneuver here. We need to turn in this quest and then kill this mind flayer immediately so we can keep the item. Terry casts Slay Living on his hands. Have him talk to this mind flayer.
Not a problem.
Have you found my stone? Yes, I have found it. Give it to me and I will reward you. I would like to keep the stone. You may not. Give it to me. But you say no, and then he attacks you. But you say, here it's yours. Take this. It is your reward for retrieving my property. I will go now, but my thralls will stay to prevent bothersome pests from fouling our steam pools. So you get the experience. And then he casts a teleport spell to get away. But if you're quick enough, hopefully we're quick enough. Ah! The game freezes. We didn't kill him fast enough, so he teleports away. Which is a ripperino. We try again. So in this case, what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to buff us up a little more. Summon up a giant viper.
Yeah.
Should be okay. Put all of our songs on. An emotion hope.
I'm here.
Yes, I found it. Here, it's yours. Oh, he was gone instantly that time. God damn. Okay.
Not a
Need everybody to
problem.
group up.
What? I'm here. Done.
What?
Guilty sir,
Yeah.
have my undivided attention.
Ready. Insert us.
What'd you want?
Yeah.
We're all there.
Elendar.
Have her turn into a, no, not a polar bear. Turn into a, oh, I guess a let's do a shambling man.
I hear
Cheers.
ya.
Found the stone.
I.
Sergeant, attack now!
There we go. We killed him. We got it. Did 59 damage. Terry did 59 damage. We got him. So we got the stone, which we can give back to Terry. The reason we want to complete that quest is because we also get Mercy Killer's belt. This belt is broad and thick, crafted from some otherworldly creature's hide and bound with strips of burnished copper. Gleaming eerily from the center of the belt is a circular piece of polished green and cream malachite. Is it malachite or malachite? Is it a Planescape Torment reference? I never knew. The emblem glows in bas relief, a fanged winged serpent with its open mouth facing outward. Malachite, okay. Small, thick copper loops run between the thick hide and the stone emblem to hold it in place. Two thick steel buckles hold the belt together at the back of the wearer. Investigation reveals that this belt was made 400 years ago for Factor Dom, a warden for the Outer Planar Mercy Killers faction. Known throughout the planes for their vicious definition and application of justice, the Mercy Killers are strongest in planar cities like Sigil, the City of Doors. Dom was a warden of the prison, Sigil's dumping ground for criminals. He became legendary within the organization after his involvement in the Great Break. Members of the rebellious Free League engineered the only mass escape from the prison in its history. Over 100 prisoners managed to get out of the prison and escape the ladies' ward, though hundreds more were turned back to their cells or died in their escape. Dom was stripped of his factor rank in the Mercy Killers for failing to stop the revolt. In addition, he spent 5 years in the prison himself. When he was set free, he set out on a 30-year quest to bring every escaped criminal to justice. By the time Dom had captured, killed, or verified as dead 80 of the 100 criminals, the remaining 20 banded together to evade him. When Dom reached the age of 67, he had this belt made for him to augment his failing strength. 3 years later, he finally captured the last of the prisoners and brought them, kicking and screaming, all the way back to the cell from which they had escaped 30 years earlier. Dom reported to the current warden, filled out the appropriate paperwork, and fell dead from exhaustion within the hour. Who are so into justice that if you see any type of injustice, even littering, they'll just murder you. All right, well, that's accurate to this guy, to Dom. So we get strength +2. So we can give it to our barbarian. He's already got, that's what is strength 23. I don't think, yeah, this is not, I'll have to wait just a sec before equipping that because we have strength augmentation on right now. In fact, we killed him so fast. His army of slaves didn't even attack us. Let's take care of them anyway, though.
May the Yoklol caress you.
Oh, he's got invisible Grey Dwarf fighters here.
Attack now!
Time to crush some bloody skulls.
Sarklin.
I shall see you to your grave.
Oh, I bet I would too. I've always heard that Planescape Torment was one of the best RPGs there's ever been.
I'm here.
Okay. Our strength bonus wore off. We go 25 for old Adam here. Yeah, we'll give that to him. We'll also give this belt to Esla.
Greetings again. With what can I help you?
We wanted to tell you about the progress we've made with the Driders.
Proceed.
We met a woman in the central section of the caves. She has a laboratory there. Apparently, she and a man named Sablik Tan have created something called the Visi Scamera. It changes drow into Driders. We defeated her.
Sablik Tan. I should have guessed that simple-minded fool would have squirmed his way out of the fate in which my clone left him. Decades ago, a clone I created of myself worked with a man named Sablik Tan. Tan was a red wizard of Thay, obsessed with perverting creatures with his transmutation magic. He worked with the demon Belhifet because it allowed him opportunities for experimentation.
Okay.
The clone I sent to work for Belhifet worked under Sablik. That is, he did until the clone started going berserk. For one reason or another, my clone transformed Sablik into an Umber Hulk and cast him out of Lower Dorn's Deep. How he escaped from his fate and wound up creating this Vicky's camera, I do not know.
Well, we destroyed the Visi Scamera, so the Drider threat should be resolved.
Excellent. The Driders are unlikely to give us any persistent trouble. Also, I suspect that you may find a Mind Flayer outside of the Zahinda Citadel now. If you harass it, the thralls inside should open the portals to come to its defense. An exit to the spine of the world sits on the other side.
Oh yeah, Umber Hulks are everywhere in the Underdark. We did fight some Umber Hulks right before the Black Raven Monastery. And Mind Flayers, yep.
Indeed. Kinafe did return to the camp. You have my thanks. I am certain she would like to thank you herself, wouldn't you, dear sister?
Dear sister. Indeed. I don't really know what to say. It's been so long since I've walked on two legs. I cannot find the words to express my gratitude. Please accept these on behalf of our house. In the old society, giving these items to someone not of our family would be sacrilegious. I am glad that is no longer the case. I wish you well on your journey.
Now that our business here has concluded, we have matters to attend to in Riloven.
Oh shit.
Thank you for your assistance. But please, do not assume that a welcoming committee
Tina
gods
Fey.
or sorcerer.
Damn it. I might have to reload and do that again. These guys still had some stuff I wanted to buy. Mass teleport. Everybody's gone.
So long, Bowser!
Actually, I don't think I can actually afford the stuff I wanted to buy from them. But we have the House of Despana Piwafwi and the House of Despana Insignia.
Ready.
Let's head back down to this group of merchants here. So, this fine cloak is made from spider silk with amazingly flexible adamantite filigree. The arrow and hexagon glyph of House Despana is featured prominently on the back, and the stitching near the hems follows the same arrow pattern. 3 small holes surrounded by almost vanished bloodstains sit squarely in the back of the cloak. 3 small holes, okay. The cloak used to belong to Malphime, ill-fated weapons master of short-lived patron of House Despana. Malphime was the father of Malavon Despana, master of Rilalvan's Sorcerer Academy of Magic. Malphime died in an attack on a rival house 50 years ago. Rumors within Rilalvan state that the daughters of House Despana engineered Malphime's death because he had gained too much influence over their matron mother. The cloak has rested in the House Despana treasury since he died. 40 years ago, it was worn for a single night by matron Despana's new patron, who fancied himself the finest warrior in Rilalvan. The sentimentality of the matron for Malphime had not faded, and the patron was flayed to death on the spot. As happens in Drow Elf Society. Then we have the House of Despana Insignia. This small obsidian and adamantite amulet has a metal loop near the top through which a purple and pink ribbon passes. The raised surface of the amulet features the arrow and hexagon glyph of House Despana. Malavon Despana crafted the amulet for his brother Ilmarin. Legends state that when Malavon and his allies in the Church of Veyron attacked the Lulth Matriarchy, he had to face his brother, then the weapons master of House Despana, in a pitched battle. Just as Ilmarin gained the upper hand, Malavon uttered a secret word that invoked an unknown power within the amulet. Ilmarin was surrounded by a magical barrier that protected him from harm. Since it was ostensibly a beneficial magical effect, Ilmarin's natural magical resistance did not help him resist the amulet's power. When the weapons master emerged from the protective sphere, he found himself face to face with over a dozen of the most powerful Tanari he had ever seen. He died, screaming, cursing his brother's name. Oh, go ahead and pop that on. We just have the scarf left, we don't need to. Yeah, drow houses are ruled by matrons. The matron mother.
I hear ya.
So actually, let's have
What? Oh, good.
Joffrey talk to him. Let me see your wares. Sell off these. Okay, we can afford Diamond Cut. That's good. Buy that. Diamond Cut was the only thing we needed. Oh, we wanted this Sling +3 too. I don't think we're gonna get it. 22, but I don't think she can wear this. Nope, she cannot. Proficiency. What about our Sling +2? Can we sell that and maybe make money? Nope, not enough. We do have balance. I think this is a throwing axe, but I'm not sure. But I can't afford that either. But we got most of what we wanted out of this. Just don't have quite enough money for everything. I think I messed up. I didn't realize that Joffrey's charisma, it's just so much of a discount. I've been buying things with Terry and his 1 charisma. Didn't think it quite mattered, but obviously it does.
Is that all?
Is that all?
What?
I'm gonna go ahead and find Shell. Aced us again.
What do you need?
An appraise skill? No. There's not. There's a feat you can get if you're a human or a gray dwarf that will adjust the prices 5% in your favor. But otherwise, I guess it's just charisma that affects the buying price. And I hadn't been paying attention. I've just been buying everything with Terry when I should have been using Joffrey. So I can talk to this guy Valis. He'll say, "Don't talk to me." He said, "There's no need to be insulting." "Are you still talking? Go away. What's your problem?" "You are my problem. I am Wode's bodyguard. I don't talk to you. I have no information. I have no goods to sell you. I have no interest in knowing anything about you. Go." "You want to die?" "No, but apparently you're rather eager." Then they all attack you. Shoot.
Victory will be ours.
Nervik of Grapplestug. Okay, the game is freezing on every death now. Might have to restart the game real quick. Now we'll attack. Mega Split Steel. Load. Alright, easy peasy.
I am ready as always. Yes, it shall be done.
Actually, I might have been able to kill these guys and afford some of the other stuff. Leather armor, Band of Knowing. Bag and Asher. Bullets, Warhammer +3, Battle Axe +2, Sling +1. This. Joffrey, no. Alright, doesn't help anybody. Anything in the containers, okay.
At your service, I will do so.
Here we have another spear +3, quarterstaff +2, bolts +2, some acid dip darts, a knave's robe, ring of fire resistance, and a light crossbow. Fire resistance is cool, but everybody's got some pretty good rings. Joffrey doesn't, but I don't think he's at much risk of getting hit by fire spells. 3 resistance not going to be a big deal. Actually, that ring of fire resistance should sell for a lot.
Yeah. Aye. Har har har.
Unlock these. Uh-oh. You guys see this? Mervek of Gracklestug. If you want to trade, talk with us, but keep out of our goods or you're asking for an axe in the arse. Well, you know what? He's like talking to us from beyond the grave. He's laying dead right there.
Oh yeah, so be it.
Stuff that needs to be identified. Pass those along. Chainmail, leather armor, studded leather. Some wands we don't need.
As you wish.
As you wish. Okay. These exotic carpets have been woven from fine materials and appear to have been made by extremely skilled craftsmen. I want some of those carpets.
I hear ya. Not a problem.
Let's meet up in the middle here, and then let's level up. Level 13 cleric. A champion. A new level 2 spell. Another draw upon Holy Might. We're getting to the point where we should almost be like permanently buffed with draw upon Holy Might. Another Holy Power. Level 7 spells. Our domain spells is Summon Monster, Power Word, Blind. The spell blinds creatures within the area of effect. Depends on the hit dice of the creature. Creatures of 9 or less hit dice are blinded permanently. Those of greater than 9 but less than 20 are blinded for 1d4 plus 1 minutes, and those greater than 20 are just 1d4 plus 1 rounds. So there's no saving throw. You just snap your fingers, these things are blinded. I'm gonna get that. And then for the level 7 spells, we will get Greater Shield of Lathander is pretty good. It's Destruction. This spell imbues the caster's hands with destructive, negative energy that will release when a successful touch attack is made. This attack will instantly destroy a target, blasting it into small chunks. Or if they make a Fortitude save, they'll take 10d6 magic damage. And a character struck with the destruction spell cannot be raised from the dead with Raise Dead or Resurrection. Elemental Spare is pretty good, but I'm going to grab Destruction. Fire. The magic of destruction. Be level 9 Barbarian now. Level 13 Bard. New level 4 spell. Let's go ahead with Old Monster. Level 5 spell. I think one of these. Shadow Conjuration spells shapes material from the demi-plane of shadow into an illusionary monster. Oh, I can get 2. Power Word Silence. No saving throw. Okay, I'm gonna actually get Power Word Silence. Have be able to destroy spellcasters like that. And then Summon Shadow or Shadow Conjuration. I never understood the difference between these. I think I'll just get Summon Shadow. We'll become level 9 Rogue. Lock, disable device. Hide. Move silently. Search. Level 13 Sorcerer. A new level 4 spell. Let's go with Wall of Fire. Do Wall of Fire. Level 5 spell. Let's go with Lower Resistance. Yes. The spell resistance is reduced by 1 for every 2 levels of the caster. I'm going to get Lower Resistance. For level 6, I'm going to get Soul Eater. Is pretty cool. So is Acid Storm and Acid Fog. But Soul Eater reminds me of like Necromancers in Heroes 3. Because it deals 3d8 damage to all living creatures within a 10-foot radius. Any creatures that die as a result of this damage are obliterated, and their essence is transformed into a 3-hit dice skeleton. So, you kill things with this spell and they transform into a skeleton. Tensor's transformation is also super strong. It essentially changes your spellcaster into a really strong warrior. Roll of Fortitude is cool. Autoluke's Freezing Spear, Hearts of Bone, Circle of Death, Disintegrate, that's a classic one. Globe of Invulnerability, Binding, Chain Lightning. I'm gonna get Chain Lightning. Chain lightning.
Aye.
Your desire.
Right. Move on from here.
What?
Head up here.
Aye. I'm here.
I'm here.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Quit your blubbering.
Natural form.
Those.
We're suddenly guarded by a big old army of giants.
What is it? Oh, go on. Done and done.
Ready.
Let's talk to Beelthought. You humans are not allowed in this area. Go now. Human? Do I look human to you? Yes. I am not a connoisseur of human flesh. You all look the same to me. Now go. Why are we not allowed here? Because cattle are not allowed to wander into human homes, are they? Stay in your pens. Can't make us leave. No.
Yeah. Not a problem. I hear ya.
What is your errand?
I suppose I
await
got
your
some time to kill.
Come here, you red.
There you go. Kill the mind flayer. Killing the giants. Casting deafness.
Yeah, done.
Because they're the most deaf.
What is it?
Game's upset at all the spell casting. How dare they be casting spells here? Or would we start the game, but the stream is almost over. And I'm just gonna have to live with it. Actually, restarting doesn't take that long.
Lady Yonkel will caress you.
Right. We're fighting.
I am ready, Commander.
Lightning bolt.
Fire and lightning should light things up.
I'm here. Not a problem.
Oh yes.
Not a
I will.
problem.
I will do so.
Light armor. We're just gonna go. We're gonna suffer through it.
What?
Ready. Yeah.
What?
Okay, here we're gonna
Okay.
Your
we're
desire.
gonna buff all the way up. All stone skin, protection from evil, the whole nine. Oh, I just realized that Adam Smasher hit 200 health. I believe it's a sports reference, the whole 9 yards. Maybe? Actually, a really good question.
I await your instructions. Speak, Luskan.
I gotcha.
I am ready as always.
What'd you need?
I hear ya.
That going. Evil.
Yes, Jabuk.
that. We do strength of 1. Most prominent etymological riddle of our time. Oh.
At your service.
I always assumed it was like a football thing. That's funny.
What?
Elendar.
Okay.
What is it?
Oh yes, I'm here. Grace.
Alright. I'm not going to have enough time to finish this place, but we're going to start it strong. Hello. Abdo-Shanheth. Elder, they have come through the portals into the gatehouse.
Destroy them, Abdo-Shanheth. We would request that you keep them for food, but they are too dangerous. End them.
I had suspected that is what you wanted. I took the liberty of deploying some of our thralls to help defend the area. This is the Elder Brain.
In the future, consult with us first for our wisdom. In this case, we agree with your decision.
Excellent. Thralls, kill the intruders. I actually have to be kind of careful with my barbarian in here, because mind flayers work by draining your character's intelligence until they die, and if your character already has 1 intelligence, they will die on the first successful attack. So you do have to be kind of careful.
I'll wash my beard and you
Yeah, those things don't have anything to do with each other.
My sarg is greater than yours.
I'll teach you milksops how to fight.
What? Very well.
I'm gonna go ahead and teach you milksops how to fight. Any milksops in chat? These arrow slits allow archers to fire upon anyone coming through the citadel's gate.
Not a problem.
Your desire. Yes, it shall be done.
Yeah? Watch me go.
Watch me go. Rogue move up here. Evade the lightning bolt. He's hella dope, nasty, fresh. These are weird, like, lightning traps. You have to open up the hidden container and take the gem out. I'm gonna rush right to that Elder Brain.
Sarg is greater than yours.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll split you in two.
Lightning generator.
You have my very well.
What? I'm here.
Have you cast Divine Shell?
Oh, taken care of.
Ready.
And then run straight to the Elder Brain. Ah!
Watch me go. Yeah?
You are persistent. We must admit that we did not expect a human to be so bold as to fight their way to the center of the Citadel.
Who are you? Or what are you?
We are a singular mass of brain tissue formed from the brains of illithids, what you call mind flayers. Our kin brought us here to start an illithid settlement. That you have disrupted our community is disturbing to us.
Well, we don't seek any trouble even though we slayed a bunch of people getting in here.
We find that difficult to accept. You have killed many of our thralls to gain entrance to the Citadel. Whether you came here seeking trouble or not, you have found it. Farewell, humans.
I'm ready.
Oh, Terry's stunned.
Time to crush some bloody skulls.
Tell me what to do.
Go ahead and Berserk up.
I suppose I got some time to
Maximize
kill.
these attacks.
I'm listening.
Quit your blubbering.
Damn, Ezra come over here. Cast static charge.
I await your instructions.
Chain lightning on the Minotaur.
Go on. Taken care of. Yeah, taken care of.
What is your
There we
errand?
go, there's that. Oh, there goes the static lightning, or the static charge. An illithid over my brain was better. It probably was. Without even hearing it, I'm pretty sure it must have been. Winterwolf, shambling mound. Let's turn into a polar bear.
What'd you want? Fine.
Maybe it doesn't like our druid spells. This is like a slideshow. My gosh.
Ask politely, or you die. What? I am ready as always.
What you be needing, matey?
Oh no, we're out of bolts again. Actually all out of bolts.
Adios. Speak.
I am ready,
Oh, yes,
Commander.
What's going on? Seems to be the death animations. Anytime something's dying, it freezes it. But at least we're winning the fight. As long as, oh my gosh, our barbarian's about to die. Oh, there he goes. Frick. I know the routine. Show me a target, and I'll smash it.
Show me a target and I'll smash it.
Well, shoot. Okay. There's probably like another, I want to say 30, 45 minutes to this area and the rest of this chapter, and probably more with all this freezing, which is annoying. Kind of a sucky place to end, but I do have to go now, guys. I'm so sorry. Let me save a couple extra times here, and we can come back and finish this area off tomorrow. If your computer just sucks, yes. My computer just can't run Icewind Dale 2, you know. Really too much processing power. I was able to play Cyberpunk pretty well, but you know, Icewind Dale 2 just not cutting it. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for hanging out and watching the stream. I will be back tomorrow. We're gonna keep trucking along on Icewind Dale. We're a really good percentage of the way through the game now. Just a couple chapters left. Thank you, Terry, very much for your host. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Take care and have a good one, everybody.